Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I bring to you a special spooky episode of From the Sidelines podcast, episode number 117, our Halloween episode for the year of 2024. My name is Ryan Mafia, and I'm your host. I'm here every week. Decided to do a funny little voice on the intro tonight. Hope you guys liked it. As you see around me, if you're watching the video, it's spooky night. We're in costumes. I'll explain mine in a second. Got to make sure we bring the boys in first. But yes, we're gonna have some fun. Talk about some spooky things. There's not much to talk about paintball tonight. So if you like a paintball podcast, get the fuck out of here. This is not a paintball podcast. We talk about what we want. Stephen Hatch, let's tell them exactly what we want to talk about, and why don't you explain what you are wearing tonight?
What's going on, Gadies and Gentlemen? Local MILF hunter at Bikini Bottom. Mermaid Man here. Having a great time, you know? Verified, check me out. Boom. Check out the belt. Check out the tights.
Belt buckle,
We're
bro.
looking good. We're looking good. Starfish on the nose, dude. Hell yeah, we're feeling good. Great to be back. Spooky episode, right?
Spooky.
Spooky!
And since most people will probably see this after this weekend, because, you know, on the public release, they're a little bit later. Barnacle Boy? Who's that going to be?
I don't know, dude. Do I say it? Caden. Yeah.
Yes, Caden. It'll already
Yeah,
be
Caden's going to be my Barnacle Boy.
But also, like, you guys probably could have guessed that out there. You know what I mean? It's going to be Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. They're going to touch tips together.
Yeah.
And
we're gonna get the
duo. It's kind of
we're
the
gonna
same
get the
thing.
best friends forever ring, where it's like best friends forever, ring.
And they're going to touch tips together. It's going to be great. There you go.
Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, unite.
God, you guys are great lovers. All right, moving on. Next person on the show. He's here every single week. We love him. He's been the best person since we brought him on in episode 20, almost to his 100th episode. It's coming up, special day for him. We are going to have a special guest for that, so stay tuned. A couple more weeks. But tonight, our special guest, Brando Baird.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the greatest podcast of all? It's this. FTS, man. Come on.
Let's go.
Lord Farquaad. Look at me.
Are you going to go torture the gingerbread man?
Where are they? Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man.
Beautiful.
The Muffin Man. Dude, I love that. I
Not
hope
the
that a lot.
gumdrop
Stuck
buttons.
the landing. Stuck the landing. We love it.
And I'm, life size as well. So this fits.
I completely forgot. Brandon is Lord Farquaad in size. Farquaad size.
Like,
I gotta Google lore
Dude,
accurate Farquaad size.
I
I'm
think
pretty sure it's like 4'2".
average size.
And that's Brandon's size, 4'2".
Average size. Thank you very much.
It's hard typing these gloves.
Dude, when I saw this costume, I said it. I don't know if we said it on show. I didn't say what it was.
4'6".
Shut the
But
fuck.
yeah,
that's
that's
taller than I
Brandon's
thought.
height.
Hey, that's taller than I thought. Wait, what's the legal height for a midget?
I'm pretty sure it's like 4'8".
I'm pretty sure it's 4'9". I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah.
4'9".
You're still technically a midget. And that actually brings up something else, but we're going to talk about that later on the show. I have to explain who I am. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to the audience Stephen Hatch's father. Stephen Hatch Sr., if you guys don't know his back lore, he's been absent from Hatch's life. We've missed him. Turns out he was stuck in space. He was orbiting the Earth, and it wasn't until just a couple weeks ago when Elon Musk sent up a space booster to rescue him that he's been brought back down to Earth. So, Hatch, it's great to finally meet you.
I know, right?
I've always loved you from afar. I've been up there looking down on you and your mother, and I'm just, I'm so glad to be here on the show with you. Of course, I am an astronaut, if you can't tell, because I have my astronaut clothes on, and it says Hatch, because name tape. So yeah,
More
I'm
accurate.
Hatch Senior. What's up?
Dude, I saw it on the news. The spacecraft returning, dude. The SpaceX.
Yep.
The dildo
Elon
laying
saved us,
back
bro.
on the holder. I was like, holy shit, my dad's in there. Oh my god.
Wow.
What's happening
100%.
now?
That's
So-
exactly what happened. Yeah.
My god. It's
Who
crazy.
knew?
Thought
Yeah,
you were dead.
You thought he was lost in space, or
No, he thought I was dead. He didn't
He was
realize
gone.
I was
Dude.
even still alive. So
Just
yeah,
dead.
this is a
So,
huge
top
shocker.
secret?
You gonna go
Yeah.
tell your mom? Can you go tell your mom right now?
No, she's fine. She'll live. She'll live. She'll live.
God, that'd be so fucked up. Go tell her, Dad's back, Dad's
Yeah,
back.
that'd be fucking insane. Oh my god.
I'd feel like an asshole. So yeah, so that is us for tonight. I am Stephen Hatch, Senior. We have, of course, Mermaid Man, and then yeah, Lord Farquaad.
Daddy issue solved.
It's the Halloween episode. If you need some context, because this is your first episode with us, hey, what's up? Glad you're here. We do this every year around Halloween time. It's fun, keeps the show light for us, and I don't see any other paintball podcast doing this. Spigot Span Show. Have you ever worn costumes?
Dude, if you don't dress up, you're gay.
Oof.
He said it, not me. But play the game. You ever dress up in costumes? No, I don't see it. You guys ever have fun or play the game as your podcast is called? So I don't know. We're just having fun over here. We're having a good time wearing costumes. It's great. It's grand. I'll stop calling out our competition and talk about our own show now. Sponsors, Liquid IV, liquidiv.com. Head over there. Use promo code Mafia_Mafia. You can save yourself 20% off and get free shipping at checkout. A lot of great products. We've talked recently. Their newest stuff they dropped this summer was awesome. The Bomb Pop flavor for their sugar version, and the Rainbow Sherbet was their most recent sugar-free flavor. They definitely have more stuff on the way, but if you need a restock or need to grab some new stuff, maybe try out a flavor you haven't before, it's available on liquidiv.com. One of the best hydration multipliers in the game. We love it. We use it out at the field. It's great. Like I said, they got the sugar option or the sugar-free as well. If you're maybe keto, diabetic, you need to watch your sugar intake, they've got an option for you as well. Yeah, so it's great. Brandon drinks every week on the show. He just made his. He loves it. Mafia at checkout at liquidiv.com. Save yourself 20% off and get free shipping.
Good deal.
And next up, Hatch. I've already got one in. That's why I'm bouncing off the walls again. But NECTR Energy, NECTR.energy. We love them. The Martin twins over there. They ran a great company. NECTR Energy does some great things. They make some cool products, and they're making more. So go check out NECTR Energy or NECTR, NECTR.energy. If you haven't in a while, they've got some new products available, and you're gonna like what you see. I'm on Atomic Apple tonight, like always. I love it. One of my favorite flavors. They're great. They're good. Caffeine, neurotropic, in a little pouch, kind of like a Zyn. No nicotine. It's great. It's perfect. So, NECTR, NECTR.energy. Promo code MafiaProductions, all one word. Buy two, get one free. Easy enough. Put 3 in your cart. You're going to get one for free. All right. Last but not least, Welts Clothing. None of us are wearing Welts tonight because we're wearing Halloween costumes. Welts doesn't make Halloween costumes, but you know what they do make? They make great quality, limited edition apparel that you can get every first Wednesday of the month. Not Monday. I always want to say Monday. I don't know why, but every first Wednesday of the month, they drop on Welts Wednesday. They drop something new, something limited edition. Sometimes it's a strap. Sometimes it's limited edition merch and apparel. We love them. They do great things to the community down here in Texas paintball. Welts Clothing, love a lot of their mantra and kind of strength behind the brand. A lot of the things that they rep and support for. So yeah, we're big fans over here. And yeah, that's it. That's Welts Clothing. All right, I got nothing else to say. They're good guys. Love Scott. Hatch's fan distracted me. It's in the background.
Let's go, baby. Oh my God.
ADHD.
We love it. I got this.
Mermaid Man, go take care of that. Take care of the barnacle, Kiv. But yes, Welts Clothing. Promo code FTS. Nice and simple. Just FTS. 3 letters over there. Save yourself some money at checkout at weltsclothing.com. All right, we love it. What's up, Brandon? What are you gonna
say? Hatch, turn around again. Stand up and turn around. Stand up and turn around, please. What the fuck is strapped? No, turn around.
What am I missing?
What is strapped to your back? What is that holding?
Is that a clip, bro? Yeah.
Where?
Hey,
is that
movie
like
magic?
Okay.
Hey, you know what? Stop. Chill out. All right.
Yeah,
hey,
this fucking guy, dude.
He's trying to prop up his costume.
Take your fucking hat off. Is that hair
don't be
natural? Take that
ruining
fucking
the
hat off,
illusion.
asshole.
Shut up. No.
Exactly.
No,
Hey,
suck it.
Brandon, here's something else. I'm not actually Hatch's father. This is a costume.
What?
I don't know.
Brando's never heard of Halloween before?
I'm just completely ignorant. Like, what is this thing? Why are we dressed up? I don't
What
get
the
it.
hell?
I just saw
They
this.
told me to
and I
wear a
wanted
costume at gunpoint, and I was scared.
Ah! So, just all right, Captain Hatch. Do you go by Captain Hatch, Papa Hatch,
I mean,
Daddy
Hatch
Hatch?
Senior,
Hatch
father.
That's hero to you.
Oh,
Yeah,
sir.
a hero.
Yes, thank you.
I am
Thank you
an
for your
astronaut,
service.
so I did serve time
Yeah, that's
for my
hero.
people.
My dad's a
Absolutely.
hero to everybody around here, all right? Not just me.
Thank you, Hatch. I appreciate that, son. I appreciate that.
What can I say, dude? What can
Why
I
don't you
say?
go grab my wallet? Take a couple dollars out for yourself. Why don't you go get yourself some ice cream at the local
You haven't,
parlor?
you haven't been home, Papa. What the fuck am I supposed to do? What wallet?
I don't know. How old are you? You're like 5, right?
Basically.
Okay, that's all you are in my mind.
Emotionally, yeah.
Yep.
Mostly because that's when you left.
Yep. Yeah, it's 3, actually.
All right, guys, we're going pretty early into Hatch therapy tonight. All right, I think we need to wait a couple minutes here.
Fuck.
What the fuck? You
Sorry.
choking on your own hair there, my lord?
Yeah, it is fucking crazy. Jesus.
What a setup, though. You got the headset, though, with the hat. Solid.
Well, I
Honestly,
figured,
looking
I can see
good.
about 2 pixels right now, but I know our audience will be able to see it, so that's all that matters, right?
oh yeah.
Yeah. I can see the 2 pixels, but I can kind of make out. I can make out exactly, the basics of the costume. So I think you're looking good, Brando.
Does our audience know how bad of internet Brandon has? Do we talk about it every week? Because we should talk about it every week. Just shame
I feel like
him
we
until
took a
he
little bit of a
finally
break.
gets real life adult big boy internet. It's a 720p video and your internet can't even handle it, bro. I don't get it.
Look, my YouTube videos don't buffer, so it's good. We're fine.
Okay, your download's fine. Your upload is a piece of crap. Didn't we realize there was like 3 the other day or something like that?
It was something like that. Yeah, the speed test, it was pretty bad.
Motherfucker, I have to stay up every hour that you add on to the upload time, okay? So let's get real Wi-Fi so Ryan gets to sleep more. That would be great. I almost overslept something this morning. That would not have been good.
That's okay.
But shit. I mean, I don't know. Nah, I think it's fine.
What the fuck did you just say?
I think it's fine. I think my internet's fine. I'm perfectly clear. So
It's like the longer you sit still, the better. Like the more clear you get.
Yeah, the less movement, the less. Yeah, that's great. Actually,
Yeah,
I can
dude.
finally see.
Damn, I can actually start seeing like more detail and more detail.
Nope, he's gone. He started
Yeah,
laughing.
what the hell,
He was
dude?
moving.
all right,
Yeah.
all right, slow moving.
This is a great bit because on the Riverside, he'll be just perfectly fine, and everyone will be like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck are we talking about?"
Oh fuck, he froze.
All right, well, boys, you want to get into it? I was going to start this episode out talking about some nostalgia, some of the old days. I wanted to see if you guys had any trick-or-treating stories from way back yonder when you were little kids.
Still got I got recent ones.
You got I'd love to hear that.
Absolutely,
Ash
dude.
robbed the kid last year. All right,
No,
sick.
dude. Like, I have an inflatable T-Rex costume, right? And the beauty of that costume, no one knows your age. So
Well, and you're like 5'6", so you fit in too.
basically, right? The
Yeah.
costume is very disproportionate to my height, so I can definitely get away with it, right?
Look, Brando is our true short king, but you're not much taller. You know what I mean?
Not much,
He's right
but
behind
hey,
Not far off.
at least I'm not the shortest. It's not first in that list,
Yeah, I mean,
least I have a
seconds.
dad.
Yeah.
But anyway, right? So when I would put the T-Rex costume on, I would just walk up to the door, ring the doorbell, and they'd be like, "Oh my god, T-Rex costume!" I wouldn't say shit because as soon as you say trick or treat, you expose yourself. I would just like shake the bag. I would just like shake the bag, and then they would just like put it in my bag, and then I'd be like, then I just walk away.
I'm like, Hatch, how old are you? He's like, oh, this was 2022, actually. Yeah, like you knew
No,
me during this.
no, that was realistically after COVID for sure. Probably 2021, definitely. I
I
remember.
was joking.
No, I remember
Man.
I remember my girlfriend at the time was walking Cali, and
All
I'm
right.
just like, getting free candy for us.
Yo,
it was fucking awesome.
Hatch, or Brandon, you want to do some backwards math here? Hatch is currently what, 27, 28, somewhere around
27,
there?
yep.
All right, and it is
Yep.
currently the year 2024. So
Yep,
if we
yep.
subtract 3 years, that would make 2021 when he said these alleged events happened. And if we
yep.
take 27, 28 minus by 3, Hatch, you were fucking like a middle-aged 20-year-old adult robbing candy from people.
Yep. Yep. Who else is gonna do it?
All right, Hatch, piece of shit. Remember the "Am I the asshole" thread from a couple weeks ago? Yeah, Hatch is the asshole on this one. I'm gonna be honest.
That's okay.
Dude, last
It's
time I went
whatever.
trick or treating, it was like 2014, and even then, I was like, "Damn, man, like I'm getting too old for this shit." But no, I was just gonna bring up like the old days of like I remember that sweet spot right after like 7, but before like 12, when it was still cool. But then your parents were kind of cool with you going out by yourself a little more and more, and like you could stay out later. And eventually, got to the point where the whole squad's on scooters, and you're running around the whole neighborhood trying to officially optimize the amount of houses that you can hit, so you can fill up your whole pillow sack. Because fuck having a bag, bro. You can't get enough candy in there, but a whole pillow sack, you can get bags in there,
Like the
bro.
pumpkin,
You can
when
get.
kids would have the pumpkin heads, it's like,
Oh,
bro, you
dude.
you
don't know
losing
anything.
out on volume,
Yeah.
dude.
No,
Come
your
on,
parents
Junior.
hate you. They actively don't want you to enjoy tonight, so they got you the smallest receptacle to hold candy
Yeah.
they can. I want either or the other one that was good was those old school grocery store brown paper bags that were like huge. I haven't seen them in a while, but they used to be like really big ones. They put a lot of stuff in, and dude, just get one of those, and just all night you could be just carrying. I mean, up to 7 pounds of candy.
Easily. I mean, dude, easily by far the Santa sack, aka the pillowcase. That is just OG. I remember using the
It's
Star
the best,
Wars
bro.
one.
The pillowcase was the move for young trick or treating Ryan Moffat. It was. Yeah.
I remember I had a Star Wars one where it had like all the Star Wars characters, where there was like Chewbacca, Han Solo, Anakin, like just all of them on there, and it was just so nostalgic for me. You know, I really do wonder where that pillowcase went. I miss that one.
You know,
It was probably burned.
Probably more than likely.
A lot of candy that went rotten in it or something. I don't know. Mine probably had the same thing.
It probably got fucking eaten away by the sugars.
Do you have a story, Brandon? Because I had another question that kind of is similar, but
like I think I stopped trick or treating when I got into middle school. Didn't really want to go out.
Fuck
like,
you little pussy.
Look, why go and get candy from Strain when my parents buy candy to pass out and I just eat the candy that they buy?
So, but the problem is, Brandon, you're thinking short term. You're thinking tonight. You're thinking Halloween night. I can sit at home. I could be lazy and I could eat candy. But then the problem becomes the supply dries up, brother. A couple days later, that bowl that's sitting by the front door, it's all gone. There's nothing more. But you know my pillow sack of 6 pounds of candy? Hatch, I know you know this. It lasts longer than a day or two, bro. You got that shit for weeks underneath your bed. Late night when you want a little snack, you just go into there, just, ooh, a little Laffy Taffy. That sounds good. Yeah, let me unwrap that. Ooh.
And let me tell you, Brando, you are a fucking bitch for that, because let me tell you, you know what tastes better than your own candy that's at your own house?
The one that
someone else
from the van.
Hey, the van candy. I had to work hard for that candy. All right, Brandon.
Hell yeah.
Don't ask me what I had to do in that black van.
Your lips hurt after that van for sure. Not
my jaw, my lips, the back of my throat. It was all.
Look on Masseters.
Yeah. I've been grinding my teeth, bro.
But you know, I don't know what it was about Halloween and just getting candy from somebody else, because you know, it was just the mystery of getting that candy. You know, what were you gonna get? You knew some neighborhoods that were gonna give out the king size candy bars.
Yes.
Well, I was just gonna bring that up. I was like, because you know, in my neighborhood, we didn't have like a neighborhood that did it, but it was like certain houses where you knew like every year they get out a lot of decorations, and it's like you know, that's their thing. It's like they love Halloween, so yeah, they get the full size candy bars. You know, they got the whole thing. Any one you want, they got a spread. So I like in my head, I can still remember a couple of those houses from our neighborhoods, but yeah, that was always the thing. It was just like trying to figure out like who had the best candy, like. We would also do at the end of the night, if I was going out with friends, we would all do like trading. So we dump out all of our candy and like kind of sort it, see what we got, and then it'd be like, yo, I hate $100,000. I'll take your almond joys. You got 6. I'll give you 100 grand for your almond joys. And like you'd be making deals and stuff, bro. It's it's a very, very fond memory of mine, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. The honor
system.
I'm
a fat ass. That's how you know.
The king size stuff, the candy bars and stuff. We have here in Stockton, Alex G. Spanos, AG Spanos, the owner of the, I almost said San Diego Chargers, LA Chargers now, football team. He has a house that lives here, and yeah, his
house lives here. That's impressive.
He has a house that he lives in at times.
It's a monster house.
And yeah, we'd go trick or treating.
Was a good animated movie back in the day.
Dude, we meet up at a house.
I saw you on that reference, Hatch. I just had to get it in there. Sorry, Brandon, go.
Met up at a house. You know, went trick or treating for the night, and then before we went home, I remember it was like, all right, we're hopping in the cars. We're going to Spanos' house. We're like, okay, and like there was always traffic though.
We're going to Spanos.
Everyone had the same idea.
From the 209 was coming out.
There's so many people walking the streets. There's traffic on the street. Like it was worth it.
His neighbors hated him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was rough, but rough for them for a couple hours, but it was so worth it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, how?
What would you get? Like, did you get a king size from that at least?
Oh, king size Snickers.
So you got your full haul, like your neighborhood haul, and then you went to a different area where he was, and then you got like a nice little. Okay, yeah.
That motherfucker probably buys a skid of Snickers, bro. A skid of king size Snickers.
Hey, but you know what?
On Halloween,
the community loves him, and you can't pay for that type of respect. When
dude,
he
one day, that's what I want.
In traffic and fucking skirts around you, you're gonna be like, you know what? It is Spanos. He gets to do that.
At least he gives out candy, I guess.
Yeah. Like he's good for the kids. Maybe he's got somewhere to go that's more important than I am. You know, maybe I was in his way. He is an important guy.
Oh, maybe he's
gonna accidentally murder somebody, and in court they're gonna be like,
"I love the fact I can see the tape coming off your costume."
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying, dude.
It's not very good. Do you guys have any costumes that you remember from back in the day that you were like proud of, that you really liked, or anything like that? I know one that I thought was dope is I did Jack Sparrow when I was like 8 or 9. He was, really, really popular character with Pirates of the Caribbean at the time. I know for a fact, I cannot remember the year, but one of the early years I was a Power Ranger. Fuck yeah, bro. Nothing better than being a Power Ranger when you're 4 or 5 years old.
Did a Spider-Man?
Trying to think of other ones I did.
My dad, I did Joker, the Heath Ledger Joker.
Of course you did.
But my dad.
Just the whole time.
No, but my
But
dad.
your dad actually gave you the scars.
Yeah. He was really good with the makeup and everything.
You.
Yeah, he.
Oh, nice.
He like, come on, son. I gotta show you how you got these scars.
Nice.
Wow, we're learning a lot about Michael Baird tonight. I love it.
Oops.
Nice. I can't wait till he tells that episode, or till when he tells that story.
Dude, he's gonna come on here and be pissed, bro. We've been saying nothing but horrible shit, and so if he ever comes on the show, it's not gonna be great. But yeah, shout out Iron Mike. There's your shout out for the episode. It always happens at some point. Did you guys have any other ones that you like, Tash? You haven't told us about any costumes.
So I definitely so the T-Rex costume. One of my favorite things to do with that is I would ride around on my longboard, just around the neighborhood, and I would have Callie pull me on my longboard. And I would just have a Bluetooth speaker, and I would just start blasting the Jurassic Park theme song.
And some cranberry juice.
Yeah, basically.
Yep. And just
And dude, let me tell you,
was it
people love that
Machine?
shit. Yep. Dude, what was that song exactly though?
Here we go, yes,
Yep.
You want some freedom.
I love that song, honestly. I add that to my playlist after that meme came out.
Oh, it's a vibe. It's a vibe for sure. But back to your story. Sorry.
Yeah,
On longboard with Callie, pulling you.
Yeah,
Down, blasting music.
Right. I'd be a dinosaur, so I'd be playing the Jurassic Park theme song. And dude, people would fucking love that shit. People would ask for pictures and shit with me and Callie, and it was just awesome. Because usually Callie would have a costume. Usually she'd have like a dragon costume on or something, and she'd be zooming dude.
Put her in Toothless or something.
Yep, basically. And one year she was like a spider, and one year she was a meatball, where it was just a ginormous like red like and brown like ball. And whenever she walked by, I'd say she's my meatball.
You know, there was one costume that, looking back, I wish, Dad, I wish you did it. Because it was fucking hilarious. It would have been so. I liked it.
When now we're getting branded therapy. Let's go. Let's
go.
He wanted to dress me up, and you remind I was a kid. I was a little kid. He wanted to dress me up as Kurt Cobain, but after he put the shotgun,
machine,
dude, and like
that
blood and everything, and carrying around the toy gun.
Too.
Dude, yeah,
that's amazing. That would have been beautiful, bro.
I still
How
tell
old were you
people
at
to
that
this
time?
day. I don't know, somewhere between
Did you truly
5 to 9.
So were you conscious enough to understand what that whole reference is?
Oh, he told me, yeah. And
nice.
This
what
is
a great
a
dad.
pop
I remember thinking it was
star
hilarious.
who, quote unquote, shot himself after he was loaded with a horse amounts of heroin and couldn't have possibly moved. Fuck you, Courtney Love. You killed him, you piece of shit bitch.
I agree. Most accurate conspiracy.
That's for a later episode. It's for a later episode.
Later date, later time.
Yep.
When we actually bring conspiracy theories. Are we gonna do
Brandon
that?
just
We're gonna
reveal
have
his
to do that at
costume
some
for
point.
next year.
Sometime this off season, we'll do that. I think that is a good idea.
I'm definitely
Right,
down.
Brandon?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait.
Yep.
Are we talking about the same idea, Hatch? Because you said an idea after my idea.
You said the conspiracies, right?
Yeah. We all bring a
oh, yeah.
conspiracy, try to convince each
Definitely
other
down.
of it. All right. Okay, we'll have to set that up. God damn it. And more work for ourselves, but sometime during this off season, we'll fill a show doing something like that. It is fucking hot in this astronaut costume. I got to be honest,
it
guys.
is.
Whew, it's going to be a hot night.
Well, that's just being a hatch, bro. Just welcome to my world, being all the
You just
time,
run
bro.
hot all the time. Okay,
Yeah,
all
welcome
right.
to my world, bro.
That was part of the costume I didn't know about, but I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm in it. I'm down.
You're getting acclimated again to Earth weather. You know, it's freezing cold up there, sir.
That's a good point. My bones have been fucked, bro. I've been up in space for about 28 years. So
Yeah,
it's-
usually he's way more jacked than that because he's lifting up
You're
everything.
a brittle boy
Exactly. Yeah. If I even I could bump into a wall and I'd die right away.
Shatter.
Bones of glass.
It's not good. Don't like it.
Nope. But I'm just glad to have you back.
I love Hatch's horrible yes ands where he's just like, nope, that's my answer to this improv bit.
I'm just glad to have my dad back. I'm
happy.
At an
Are you
awful
ecstatic?
world.
What's your favorite part about having your father back in your life?
I mean, fuck, dude. Can you teach me how to throw a fucking ball?
I was literally thinking, you want to go have a catch, son?
Dude, honestly, dude, no. I love catch. I fucking love catch.
It's a very important thing for a father and son to do. And now that I think about it, yeah, I played catch with my dad, and you know,
jealous.
I love my father.
Yep, me too. Love you.
Hey, Brandon, you threw balls here, Dad, right?
All the time, dude. Dad,
Dude,
Look at this
Dad,
loser.
this weekend, let's throw a
Look
ball.
at this loser, bro. Didn't even
Damn,
get to
dude.
fucking play catch. Wow.
Yep.
Why
Throws
doesn't like
a-
sports other than paintball? Wow, man.
Hey, man, I
Wow.
play
Throw a
water
ball like
polo.
a girl.
I was by myself, too. I had to throw that ball up in the air and catch it myself, dude. I was that kid.
Is sad, actually.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
very
Honestly,
I'm
if it was me, I would never tell anyone that.
yeah.
Well, what the fuck do you want me to say, dude?
I'd go to the
Not
grave
that.
with that info, but
Yeah.
What do you want me to say, bro?
Not that. I'm gonna get my mouth shut.
Yeah,
actually, I do
know.
want him to be honest, though. I like honest.
I am
Hatch.
honest, bro.
And the
I am
audience
honest. I
likes
can't
honest
lie.
Hatch too. Brandon, tell me the audience loves it. You know, so.
No,
Audience-
Brandon wants to fucking
audience
lie.
likes
Brandon
it,
wants
actually.
me to be a liar and lie to
no,
everybody.
No,
Well,
lying
that is
is
true.
saying you played catch with your dad. I'm just
Actually,
saying.
the one time we
Exactly.
lied, the audience did not like it, guys. So I think actually we should be truthful, okay?
I am true. I
A
am
lot of
as
flack
truthful.
Last time we
Dude.
were lying about things happening on the show.
Hey, I'm pretty sure you can submit questions on Spotify, dude, and we will answer every question
You can.
truthfully.
No
we
one
will
does,
answer
but we do.
every question truthfully.
We're up to almost 50 ratings, so hey, I love that. If
Let's
we get to
go.
100, we'll definitely do something special. That's awesome. That'd be great. Be big for us. Takes a second. It's free to do. Fucking do it right now. We'd love it if you did. I'd love you forever. So it's free. It supports the show.
Merman Man would definitely love you.
Yeah, Barnacle Boy would too. I know Caden would love anyone who does
My
that.
dad would definitely love you.
God, my legs are sweating, bro. It is okay. This suit is gonna be. It is not breathable at all. I'm
First one to
just
take
gonna
off
be
their
wet.
costume is gay.
No, I can't because I don't have a shirt underneath, and YouTube will TOS us. So love
I don't
that.
have a shirt
All right.
underneath.
So trick or treating, got through that one. Next thing I wanted to ask is, you guys have any other like Halloween type stories? I had one for this as well, and I was gonna lead in with it, kind of give you guys some time. But I remember when I was very young, in our first house that we ever lived in, my mom loved throwing Halloween parties, and we'd always go like big. We're talking early 2000s economy, so like people had money, you know, like middle class families were doing good. So like we had a bounce house
Middle
in the
class
back.
king size.
Exactly, bro. Like, you know, not rich, but you know, we existed in the middle class. It was dope.
You can spoil yourself every once in a while.
I'm off this bit. I want to go continue. So, but we had like a bounce house in the back. She would always do like a dry ice drink. So she'd have like a cauldron with like, you know, some juice or something in it. But then it would be like, have like dry ice around it. So it bubbles up and it's all brewing and stuff.
Oh, witch's cauldron.
Yeah, a lot of the, you know, everyone in the neighborhood would come over. We would kind of, you know, have parties and stuff, do a pumpkin carving contest for the best person to bring one and stuff like that. Just, you know, a lot of fun times with the fam. And definitely as, you know, as I grew older, we didn't do those as much. There was definitely something like that was only in like maybe, I don't know, from like 2 to 8, like around that era in my life. But it was a lot of fun. I remember the next day, because we always had that bounce house still there, because the rental person would pick it up at like noon. So next morning we'd always go out super early, jump on the bounce house some more. I mean, dude, when you're 7 and you wake up to a bounce house, bro, crack cocaine. There ain't nothing better in the world, bro. All you want to do is eat your, you know, fucking Eggos real quick, so you can go out there and fucking bounce and, you know, fucking feel alive. So yeah, we did that. It was awesome. Some of my other favorite kind of memories from Halloween. So yeah, that's my like Halloween stories. Did you guys have any similar, I don't know, family events, family memories from around this time of the year?
Yeah. Yeah. My family.
Yeah, about that, no.
Yeah. No, I can't relate. Next topic. Yeah.
Fuck. All right, I hate you.
No. So, yeah, we
I'm
were
texting Michelle that you talked to another woman.
Oh God.
That would be all it takes for him to be dead. So
she's an ogre. No. So.
her name's Fiona.
Our house was the party house as well. We had parties. My parents threw some good fucking parties. God damn. And
It's because they couldn't stand each other, so they had to have other people over.
damn.
I think it's the nail on the head there, Brandon, but it's all good. It's all good.
Oh, that one cut deep.
Did that childhood trauma just hit? Did I just hit a spot for you? I feel
That's
like I
fucking
did.
good.
That one hit.
Was it good? Yeah. Hey, take a sip of something, Brandon.
Damn.
Take a second. Take a second.
I'm gonna get a call from that one. Thanks.
Hey, I'm gonna get a call from.
I'm dead.
Do you get calls with some of the comments he leaves? Because he loves filling us in about parts of your childhood. It's
Yeah,
one of the
he
biggest
does.
reasons to be a Patreon member. His comments every week are great.
Yeah, he does.
I agree.
Did you see the call? No, Dad. It just came out last like 2 hours ago. Hold on.
I've been elbow deep in someone's hip right now. Come on, Dad.
No, come on, just tell me. All right, so we were the party house, right? And I believe it was Halloween. We rented this house. I was in 7th grade, and my 2 older sisters were in high school, and a costume party. Everyone coming over. This was, I think, the biggest party we've had. We were able to fit everyone in the house because we didn't have much of a backyard in the house that we had it in. I think it was like 80, 90 people that we fit in the house, and my parents, they let the teenagers have fun as long as they're staying within the house and so that they're under supervision, right? Well,
you're over the age of how old are you, Brendan? How old are you? Remind me.
I'm 29.
29?
Yeah.
Over 10 years ago. Yeah, statute of limitations is up. You're
Okay.
good. You can talk about underage drinking now. That your parents facilitated at their home.
Yeah.
And what was the address?
Private property.
Yeah.
Private property.
No, private property, exactly. Yeah. So, and I remember this one guy, like a friend of one of my sisters, didn't even know him, but he got
Bro, who do you know here?
super, right? Yeah. We were fucking super drunk, and I think they were trying to leave, or like his friend that brought him was trying to get him to leave, and they were out front. It was like 10, 11 o'clock at night. This motherfucker, like, stumbling drunk. This motherfucker, like, pulls his pants down, shits in the middle of the street, and
what the fuck?
And like he drops his backpack, so he can pull his pants down, and like a bunch of people are out front. And like my mom and one of our other friends,
he just had to go, bro.
Dude, my mom and one of our other friends goes over with a shovel, picks it up, and like, my mom's holding his backpack open, and trying to put the poop in his backpack.
The poop
Not
in
power
his
move.
backpack.
Yeah, like
Power
fuck you,
move.
go poop in front of our house. You go fuck you, motherfucker. Like goes running.
Not gonna lie, I gained some respect back for your mother right there. Gonna be honest,
Dude,
that's a badass bitch.
I remember
That's something I would do.
He was stumbling over, running, and like he's like, no, and he grabs the poop off of the shovel and he chucks it down the street really quick. So instantly his name was Dungflinger. And then they finally get him in the bed of the truck, of his friend's truck, and
then they hog tie him.
No, so he's sitting down, right? Bed of the truck is open. They like throw him in the back of the truck. He like stands up and he goes to walk off and just didn't know he was in the bed of a truck and just goes what? Just face plants right in the ground. And
hog tying him may have been better for him, actually.
yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah,
I maybe knocked him
the
out
best
enough to
result for
put him in the cab.
Okay.
So,
wake him up a little bit,
dude, they left after that, and then we saw him like 2 days later at the park after I had baseball practice. We're walking over and like he had no recollection. He just like his head was hurting. He had a mark. Like what the fuck? They told my mom and everyone walked up and started calling him Dungflinger. He's like, I don't know what you're referencing. Like, yeah.
And then Iron Mike beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm dead.
You poop throwing
Papa
motherfucker.
Iron Man. Hell yeah.
Papa
I remember
Iron Man.
when I was
That's how he's saved in my phone, by the way. It's Michael Baird, aka Papa Iron Man. Yep.
I don't even have his number.
He's my
I'm
dad
not that
too. At this
blessed.
point, let's be real. he's Hatch's father. He's my father. He's your father. He's all of
Let's
ours
go.
fathers.
I love Papa Iron Man. Great
He's
guy.
the podcast father. Let's be real.
Oh, the Pod Father. That's Joe Rogan, but same thing.
Podcast father.
Yep.
That way it's different, He's not the pod father. He's our podcast father. Okay, continue. This is a bad bit. I don't like this bit.
I remember when
I don't
we
have
were
good
all
bits
in
tonight, Brandon.
when we were all in like high school and we would like all hang out. So on Halloween we would all go to the high school parking lot and all bring our cars and kind of like just chill, hang out, have a good time. And once it was done, like the lights kind of go out, we would play what's called. I don't know if you guys know what this is called. It's called. We would call it Commando, like where.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what I'm talking about, Brando?
Yeah,
Right?
you're just getting naked with dudes. I get it.
No, not even close.
Oh.
But
Excuse me, my lord. I don't think that is the proper answer.
it was a game where we would be like, okay, you have to go from point A to point B without being seen, right? We give you guys, like, so it would be like seniors versus juniors, right? Because the seniors could drive, right? And the juniors, it would be like, okay, you have to go from Clovis High to the Mormons Church on this, like, on these cross streets, right? And you have to get there without getting seen, like, and the seniors drive around and they try to be like, oh, caught ya, boom, get in the car.
This shit was hype. I do condone what you're talking about. We would do things like this too. I mean,
this shit was
we had a
awesome.
couple different things we would do. We do some things like that. Manhunt was another one. So when we had it like where a couple dudes can drive, it would be like there'd be two VIPs and they'd be in separate cars, and then there'd be two other cars with chasers who are trying to get the other team's VIP, and we're just driving around the city like trying to find each other. And like obviously there's like there's a zone you got to stay within, and there'll be like you know, text threads of like, yo, our VIPs driving this way. I think we saw their car going the other way, and then like people would catch up. If you got within like a certain distance from someone, you had to get out of your car, and then it became like a manhunt on the ground.
That's pretty cool. All right, that's cool.
And when you did it at night, it was always the best because it'd be like lights on and stuff.
Absolutely.
Also, dude, I'm so glad we were in the group of high school kids right before Ring door cameras were on every single house. Like,
I agree.
So we were still able to get away with some shit, have some fun, do some pranks, kind of not hurt anyone, not cause any property damage, not do any bad shit, but just like
waking some neighbors up.
Yeah, and not have our face plastered on the news for the rest of that week or anything like that. So
yeah, because nowadays you fucking ding dong ditch, you getting pressed with fucking charges, bro. It's lame.
Oh, 100%. It's stupid. I remember my senior year, there was one house we did that had a camera at it already, and I remember like we were running up to it, and I just literally saw the camera because it was in the corner of the door, and I remember just yelling at everyone, camera, 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 and running back to the car, like instantly just turning around, like, no, we don't want to be here, guys. Like we're all being taped right now. Yeah, and I jumped into the back of Joe. Shout out Joe. He didn't want to be involved with our crimes, but he always wanted to help us out with our crimes. You know what I mean? So he was down for the crew, but he didn't want to be in the building robbing the bank. So he was always the getaway driver. So he had a truck. So we just jumped to the back of his truck, which is always, you feel like a badass doing that. Car's already rolling, you're running up to it, you just jump in the back, you're 17, you feel like you're fucking the best, I don't know, you feel like a man. It's awesome shit. But yeah, no, so we would do stuff like that. We had a good time. The other thing we did a lot as like high school senior group was we would go back to our school and play ultimate frisbee at like the soccer fields and stuff. We had a huge group of like 30 to 40 dudes who show up to play like 20 on 20 ultimate. Bro, so much fun, man, when you're with your boys throwing the frizz, having a good time.
Yeah, we were playing mush ball. We were playing mush ball.
Okay. But then it led to so many other hangouts and stuff afterwards and stuff like that. But that would always be kind of like the thing is like, yeah, Saturday night we'll go meet up at the soccer field and go, play ultimate.
One of my favorite things was like when it came to like
what,
command.
Brandon was gonna say something.
No.
Hatch. What were you gonna say?
No. Hatch, you go first because let me think.
Never mind.
I tried to fight for you there, Brando.
So when we would play Commando, and like obviously, right, so the seniors were the ones who got to drive and like got to like have the people in their cars. I remember being younger, right? Obviously being a junior, sophomore, freshman. I remember when you would see their car like rolling up, but they didn't see you yet, but you get the perfect hiding spot where you're like, oh, they are not seeing me. I don't know if anybody else is relatable to this, but when you get that spot and you're that close to getting caught, dude, I don't know what it is, bro, but the urge to piss is just insane, bro. I don't even know what it. I'm not even gonna lie. When I was like gonna surprise the boys with the costume off screen, I was like, damn, I look, you got the feeling right now. I'm like,
it's anticipation. It's the heightened state of awareness.
Yeah, and I remember that feeling of having to go pee so bad, so vividly.
Dude, I have like in my head memories right now of being behind a bush in the dark at my house in Lincoln, California. We would play huge hide and seek games with a lot of the neighborhood kids, but like at night. And it wasn't that late. It was like fucking 9:30 or something. So not like super late, but it was dark and we were kids, we were running around. But I was hiding in a bush and I just remember being there like literally like, I'm gonna fucking piss my pants. But at the same time having that fight of like, I don't want to get seen though. Like I'm competitive. I want to win this game that we're playing.
I remember there'd be times where I'd be like hiding there, like I'm like, oh my god, I gotta piss so bad, and then they would run past me or like stop right next to me and like look around, and then like keep running, and I'm like, oh my god, and then like I'm like, okay, sweet, now I can take a piss in this bush.
My heart skips.
Do you ever have that with like cops at all?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, all right. Do I tell the story?
I have a
All
couple.
right, the
I'll tell
closest
a couple.
I've ever been to being arrested probably was in senior year summer after we graduated. I won't name everyone who was there, but I will say we were in Joe's truck, and we were in the parking lot of our high school. Don't ask me why, but for some reason I had my paintball marker with me, my E-Tech 4,
Just
full
happened to be
hopper,
there.
full
I like
tank.
this story.
It was there, you know. And we're at the high school at probably 11, you know. It's later. You know, we shouldn't be there. Let's be
It's
real.
definitely late.
But we needed a spot to sit for a second. We knew the high school and we're in the area, so we're like, fuck it, all right, we'll just chill here. So we're sitting there. Mind you, marker's just out. It's off, but it's just, you know, it's there. It's not bagged or anything. I'm being dumb. I'm a high schooler. Don't judge me. And I don't know why. I look at the entrance to the parking lot. I think I noticed the green light and the red light change. And the way that you got into that high school was like there was only a couple stoplights you can get into. So if you were like sitting there to take a right turn to get in, it would trigger the red light to change and then, you know, go green and all that stuff. And so I noticed that, and I look over and I see, you know, the black paint, but then when you know, like cop cars on the sides, like when it says police, it's like that reflective paint.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I see black and that like reflective shine off some of the lights from the high school. And I remember just yelling to everyone and trying to be quiet, but yelling. I was like, cop, get the fuck down. So there's 4 of us in the bed of the truck who just get down. And all of a sudden we're just laying with each other, like down there. 2 guys are in the front of the car. One's the driver's seat, one's the passenger seat. Shout out to these guys. They get us out of this eventually. But in the back, I'm all of a sudden thinking, like, if that is a cop, if I saw what I think I saw, I have a weapon that is, like, unsafe right now. Like, that is not going to go well. So my first thought, I started grabbing my barrel bag and, like, sneaking it on and, like, putting it around the tip and, you know, getting it up, making sure it was on. But, dude, we're literally all laying down in the trunk like, okay, guys. Fuck, we're just in the bed of this dude's truck, like, fuck, shh, don't make any noise, don't make any fucking noise. And then we hear on the PA, because he comes up and talks to our friend, I'm not gonna say his name, but he was in the driver's seat. I don't want to talk to him there, and he's like, you know, what are you doing? And he pulls out his phone, and he had Pokemon Go up, and so he was like, just Pokemon Go, I'm hitting the Pokestop, and the cop was like, it is way too late to be doing that, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And like that was all Connor said. He didn't like give any explanation. He's just like, oh, I'm sorry. And then he was like, so are you guys gonna leave? And Connor's like, yeah, we could do that, sir. And he's like, you should definitely do that. And then he starts the car and leaves out. Meanwhile, again, there's 4 of us laying down in the fucking trunk of this, you know, of this the bed of this truck, just kind of looking at each other like all fucking freaking out. We get out of there. He drives a couple like neighborhoods down to a park that we knew about, and that's when like we're all like, what the fuck just happened? You know, we get the full story from Connor because we didn't know what he showed him on his phone and stuff. It was, yeah, so that's definitely the closest I've been to like this would not go well if, you know, a cop noticed there's 4 dudes in the back of this truck like laying down.
You know, okay, I have a story like that where I've definitely almost been caught with the cops. So I don't know what it was, but back in the day, like
that's the trick of the Halloween trick or treat episode.
Yep, 2009 or like 2011, 2012.
Time dates, love that.
I don't know what it was, bro. I played Assassin's Creed 2, got it feeling some kind of way. I wanted to parkour, right? So obviously, I'm climbing.
Well, I've definitely dangled my legs off of like 20-story buildings.
Absolutely,
Pics
right?
on my Instagrams.
So I remember,
Instagram.
I remember we would climb like the whole thing that with me and my friends, we just had to climb every school, right? The highest building in every school.
Yep.
Right. And dude, I remember we were at my elementary school. We were at the very top, and at the very top, it's like a building where I would say not like a chimney, but it has like a taller portion of it, you know. Mm-hmm. And we got on top of that, and it's like maybe 10 feet by 10 feet, right up there.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, the cops pull up in the parking lot. Right, we can see all the lights. Like it's dark. Mm-hmm. It's like yeah. it's probably 9 o'clock, but during daylight savings, so it's dark. Right, and we're up there.
I'm guessing like parking lot lights and stuff are on, but like not. Yeah.
Yeah, certain ones. There are some where it's like, because this was kind of like where the school kind of went to the countryside a little bit, where kind of darker areas. Not town, more like rural. Is that what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Rural.
Yeah, rural.
Some rural. Got some rural.
I remember seeing the lights reflective on all the trees, and we're like, holy fucking shit, cops. And there's 3 of us up there, and there's a little 10 by 10 space, and we're like, oh shit, lay down. And we lay down, and we see their flashlights like trying to like reflect, and they're like, we know you're in there, come on out. And we did not budge.
Yep, that's what you do. You don't do anything.
We did not budge. No joke, for hours.
They're not gonna fucking climb. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
they're not gonna
fucking
climb.
sit there and sit still. Yep.
Literally, we waited there. I mean, fuck. This was like before you had like, games on your phone to keep yourself entertained and shit.
Oh yeah.
Where you're just like,
it's the thrill and adrenaline of like,
yes,
you see a light and you're like, oh fuck.
My bladder is exploding to the point where we're all like, dude, we designated a piss corner. And be like, all right, boys, we're pissing.
Gotta be smart. Yeah.
And dude, it was probably like the most my heart's ever like beated, without a doubt. I feel like, because I could feel it. I feel like I could hear my friend's hearts beat, and it was such a
so
surreal
quiet
feeling
in that moment. And when I looked over and I put my hand on his chest, I felt his heart beating out of it.
Yeah.
And it was then that we looked at each other and we shared an embrace.
No,
it was
I remember.
Beautiful.
I remember looking up at the sky, looking up at the stars, and I was like, damn.
Thank you, Brandon.
I was like, this is a crazy night.
Like Commando.
Yep, just like Commando.
Yeah, I mean, so I guess that pulls me to another story, but all right, we're doing it. So it's funny that you mentioned you guys like to climb schools, because we did the same shit, bro. So we would climb our high school at night too. Sometimes we'd go back during the weekend, and our school had some pretty tall buildings. Actually, the theater was probably about a good 3-4 stories up at the tallest part. So especially in that area, there wasn't like other super tall buildings. So once you got up there, there's no, you could see everywhere around you. It was awesome. I did have a friend though from my friend group. I'm definitely not saying his name, so let's just call him Toby. Toby's a great dude. Toby's a great guy. Reminds me of you guys, pretty short, so love that. Maybe that's what I look for in my friends. I like short people.
Nice.
No, but so Toby, he made it his goal our senior year to take a poop on the top of every single building in our high school.
Toby
made it through most of them, to be fully honest, to the point where it was kind of weird, because like the first couple it was funny, you're shitbag teenagers, you're like, oh yeah, that's hilarious, yeah, take a shit on the theater building, yo, haha.
Yep.
And then after the like fourth one, we're standing on the other side of the roof as he goes to his other corner to like take a shit, and we're just like, dude, what is up with our friend?
What is on?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here, man? So
it's weird how committed he is to this weird goal.
Yeah, he was very committed to the bit, and I didn't love that. Also, I realized I just said his name, so I'm definitely gonna have to bleep that. So there's a time code for me. So yeah, but dude, it was just, I mean, he did it, so like, respect to him. He set a goal and he accomplished it. And we had some fun climbs. Like I said, getting on top of the theater, there was one like 12 to 13 foot wall, I'd say, probably around there, that we had to climb to get all the way up there. And so we do it as like a team boost, where like we'd send one of our friends up first, and then he'd like put down his arm. We like send the guys who couldn't climb the next, so we could like boost them from the bottom, and he'd help from the top too. So like, yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. We always dressed in black, because we're fucking like, yeah, we're Assassin's Creed, can't be seen by the light, and the fucking, the Templars are gonna get us.
Dude, I'm telling you, Assassin's Creed 2 got me feeling some type of way.
I didn't get really fucking good at climbing. I will say that. Like, you do start to kind of get good at like pulling yourself up, doing muscle ups almost to like get on top of these buildings and
monkey
stuff.
see, monkey do, dude.
God, I remember those days. Those days were fun. There's just something about climbing your high school. I don't know what it is, but most young males do it. All right, it's the best. And if you never did it, Brandon, you missed out. I'm gonna be honest.
Never did it. I don't know.
I
didn't
remember
want to
watching
spend any more time there.
I remember watching like the Planet of the Apes movies, like the newer one, the newest
Careful.
one.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Right, monkey see, monkey do, and they were like. Everybody's doing their thing, climbing fucking huge skyscrapers, because obviously the whole timeline is like years in the future where civilization's gone. These buildings are fucking overgrown by nature, like by far, like
what movie
50
is this?
years.
What?
The Planet of the Apes movie, the newest one.
Oh yes. Okay,
right?
my bad.
And so they were climbing the skyscrapers to get eagle eggs, right? That's your you get your eagle and shit, right? That's part
Got
of
good nutrition in that, bro.
No, that was what they would use as their partners. You would have your own eagle, right? Very
That's even more badass,
right? Even very Assassin's Creed-y, right? And I remember watching the CGI was so badass. I was like, man, this is bringing out like my instinct. I'm like, dude, I just want to fucking go live off the grid, fucking go grow my own fucking food, just climb whatever I want, you know? Because fuck it, I can. You can't climb buildings now. I mean, I probably couldn't climb a skyscraper if I fucking wanted to, realistically.
So, you say that. I insert Instagram reel climber who I've seen do a couple buildings. He has a roundabout way of being able to climb these buildings because these buildings are property. They are owned by a company. But the way the trespassing law works,
you got to catch it first.
Trespass you before you do something. So what he does, he climbs these buildings in Manhattan and other cities around the world, or I think at least in U.S. I know there's people who do it in other parts of the world, but at least the U.S. guy, he's able to climb these buildings, and then when he gets to the top, they obviously are pissed about it. They give him a trespassing warning, and then as long as he doesn't climb that building again, he won't, he can't. He's not breaking a law technically.
Yeah.
So there's a guy who climbs, skyscrapers around the world. So,
yeah, but I don't know what it was when they were all overgrown and they had like vines hanging out of them. I was like, man, I remember climbing trees. When I was younger,
completely different, but all right,
obviously completely different. Obviously completely different.
Mubby.
I mean, even when you were younger, like, look at the tree. If you were to go and look at the trees that you used to climb now, you're like, man, that looks like nothing. But dude, when you were younger, that shit felt so high.
Well, dude, it's the perspective thing of just being smaller. Like, have
exactly,
you ever?
Right?
So before, I don't remember exactly when I did it actually.
My
but
juice looked the same to me.
You're still small. Before I left the Sacramento area, I went back to one of my first house I ever lived in Antelope. Shout out Antelope, California. But yeah, so I went there, checked it out, and dude, the one thing that instantly hit me was how small that court was. Because I remember it being so fucking big. You adjusting your bra over there?
Yeah, my clams.
Some mermaid man. That was pretty funny. I just hear
talking about it.
Dude, I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying,
You see him pull the strap up for it. Then he pulls
Dude, I don't want a nip slip, bro. I'll be pissed if I get a nip slip
man,
on here.
how good is it gonna feel to take that thing off after, right? Isn't that the whole thing?
Sheesh, I'm
world,
committed,
right?
dude. I'm
Ooh, gotta take
committed.
it, bro. No, but yeah, so I went back and I remember that was the thing that hit me the hardest was just how small everything was compared to my memory of the place. I thought the court was huge, it was this massive thing that stretched on, but really it was, it was a normal sized, neighborhood court, not anything super special.
Yeah.
There was right across the street from the house I grew up in, on the corner there was this stretch of bushes, and I remember running around as if it was like a forest or whatnot, as a little kid, getting lost in there. You can't see the tops of the bushes and stuff. So yeah, that shit was cool. And then driving every now and then, I drive by that house because it's fun to point out to Michelle, this is where I live, this is where we did this, this is where we did that. And yeah, those bushes are nothing, and it sucks because it's such great imagination.
So, dude, you want to hear? Okay, speaking of childhood outdoor area playlands, in the second house I lived in Lincoln, California, we had right next to our neighborhood, we had this huge hill, and it was literally you could tell it was a hill that they wanted to develop around, but they didn't know what to do with it, so they just left it a hill with grass on it, trees and shit, just kind of a wild area. And for some reason at the end of our street, there was no house on one of the lots because it was just backing up to the hill, so there was no room, so they just left it open. So it was just open to go onto this hill.
Damn.
That was the hill. And the hill was where many childhood airsoft fights went down, where many a time we made forts and rope swings and battled in our younger days. That hill was amazing. That hill was everything. And it wasn't recently, it was a couple years ago, because I was over in that area and I was like, fuck it, let's go see the hill. A lot smaller. Definitely a lot smaller than I remember it being, but still a decent size outdoor area that, dude, yeah, as kids, we would literally just be all right, see you guys, we're gonna go to the hill. And it's just fucking, yeah, dude, your childhood wonderland to go up there and, grab some sticks and beat at some branches and pile them up and make a fort and, I don't know, just do random shit. I remember there was one kid who, he stole something from me, so I popped the tire on his bike with my pocket knife, yeah.
Hell yeah.
We don't play about that shit. You don't steal my stuff.
What'd he steal?
I honestly don't remember.
Doesn't matter.
But
Popped his
I
fucking tire.
do remember popping his tire because I got in a lot of trouble for that. That wasn't, big boys can do what they want except for that because that gets you in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Damn, how much? What
fuck
happened,
you, Steve?
What were the repercussions?
I had to write him a letter and shit. I also PS2 time was taken away. It was serious, bro. It wasn't good. My parents were upset. My father didn't raise me to be like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the PS2 time.
That's important,
And
bro. Sly
the
Cooper
letter.
was hitting. Dude, yeah, and I had to write, too. I was functionally retarded as a kid. So you making me write? We don't like that.
As a kid?
Oh man, hell no.
Good point, Brandon. I agree. You're not wrong.
Writing it as a kid. I mean, what do you remember what it was like composed? What the words composed? Like, what was your apology like?
Oh, no, I don't remember that at all. I was 8, bro. We're reaching way too far back. I do remember when I was 12, 13, before the PS4 generation, I wanted to get an Xbox 360 because I wanted to start getting into that stuff as well because I had just the PS3. And so I had to write an essay about why a Xbox 360 was different and the games were different and all this stuff. And it was really the first time I did something like that. My parents were like, damn, he's really into it. So yeah, they got me an Xbox 360. Then I was able to play Gears. I was able to catch up and play Halo and all this other stuff. So it was great. Yeah, loved that. But yeah. No, that's the only times as a kid I did creative writing to get what I want.
Nice. What a prodigy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well, cool. All right, let's transition into this. We're about an hour on into the show.
Geez, already?
We are. It's been going. It's been going very well. It's been a fun time. It's been a lot of spooky stories.
Spooky.
And we do have more to talk about. Before we get into the next segment, I did want to mention real quick because this is just something I want to fill in at some point. But Kirgo, we're going to be doing more odds for the World Cup event, so odds are going to be out soon. We're going to be doing some stuff with that. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to mention them, kind of, remind people about it. Code FTS at sign up if you want to get interested for World Cup. Obviously, it's going to be a blast. They're going to have some promotions and stuff available because, of course, it's the biggest event of the year. It's the last cup or last event, and they want to, it's going to be 6 months or so before we have another paintball event to bet on. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you get your account ready. I've known guys all year who've been like, yo, I wanted to get signed up, and I waited till last week, and I wasn't able to do it. So go get your account signed up, get your crypto wallet signed up, get ready to go, so that way you can get on the action. But Kirgo.com, code FTS at sign up. And yeah, we are going to have, obviously, another pick show. It's going to be coming next week. The last one from myself, Fitz, and J-Bo. It's been a lot of fun doing that with them again this year. So, or with them this year. Hopefully, we're going to be able to bring that back next year. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's been a blast doing all the Kirgo stuff this year. So, speaking of something that's kind of related, similar to gambling, Hatch, do you want to explain what we did in the hangout on Sunday night?
So, basically, I come home from practice. I'm pretty tired. I take a shower, do all my thing, and I get on my computer, right, just like a normal Sunday. And I look in the call. And I'm like, oh sweet, the boys are in there. So we're all jumping in there, having a good time.
Well, and who's in there is myself and Anthony.
Yeah.
But we're not even in the call.
Yeah, they weren't there yet. So it was me and my other friend Tyler, and we're chatting it up. And then the boys get back, right? Ryan and Anthony get back, and they're like, yo, we got back from the card shop. Yup, fucking throwing dollar fucking bills around, And
yeah, so not that much, but yeah, myself and Anthony, we went over to, there's this local card shop that he's gone to for years, so he wanted to show me, so I was like, fuck yeah, all right, let's go. And we've been talking about it for a couple weeks, but we finally figured out a day, so we headed over there. He grabbed some packs, I grabbed some packs, and we were looking at each other, and as we were about to leave the parking lot, I looked at him, I'm like, so we're gonna have to rip these on Discord, right? And he's like, yup. And we fist bumped, and we both went to our cars and came back home. So we jumped right in the Discord. Hatch was already in here with Tyler, as he said. And yeah, take it away again, Hatch.
Yeah, and then my girlfriend joined. We eventually just had then my other friend Mitch joined, the fucking Greek god.
We made everyone turn their cameras on because people hate doing that. So it's fun when you get to see all the cams for the boys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm used to it now. I'm at the point to where we're used to it. We got the fucking setup.
We have no privacy anymore.
Exactly. This place is used to being seen all the time, so I'm not worried about it. But it was really cool, being able to. Honestly, it's cool to think about because obviously that shit, 30 years ago, wasn't a thing. You know,
Oh,
you wouldn't be
no,
able, you
for
wouldn't be
sure.
able to do that with your friends 30 years ago. So it's
Well, like
so
me and
cool
Anthony
seeing it.
could have hung out and done that together, but then
Absolutely.
like Hatch, Tegan, you know, like all the other people, they wouldn't have been involved with it. And so like, yeah, you guys are in California. It's cool to, you know, we could all just jump on a call and yeah, drink some beers, rip some packs. So if you are interested in seeing how that night went down, we have recorded that and made it a part on Patreon. So it is like I don't know, it's an hour and a half or so. I ripped some
Something like
packs,
that.
Anthony ripped some packs. We got some great hits. I'm gonna go over some of those hits tonight. So if you don't want to watch the whole thing, it's kind of like a mini podcast. You know, we talk about some stuff. It's great.
Have a good time.
If you don't want to, we'll show off some of those hits that we got during that here, because there's actually some really fucking cool ones. So yeah, I wanted to pull these up. So everything here is like, it's over, I would say like $3 in value. The first ones I'm going to show are Lorcana. So this is a Disney trading card game. So it's one that they've started to come out with. So this Madame Medusa card, it's about a $3 value right now. It's from one of their most recent sets. We got, and then Along Came Zeus, and this one surprised the hell out of me. I didn't even realize it was valuable, but I was looking through my cards and kind of tallying all them up, and that one was pretty good. Hatch was a big fan of this one, the Mulan
art looks
card.
sick. Yep, the art definitely looks sick.
I do agree with you. It's a cool art. It's Mulan Elite Archer. And yeah, so that was all the good Lorcana pulls we had. We did have some foils and some other kind of cool ones, but like from a value perspective, there weren't any, you know, super rare cards. Lorcana as a whole has kind of a lower rate of like getting good hits, but when you do, they're more expensive for that fact, just because they're more rare out there in the world. But yeah, now let's we're gonna jump into some of the other stuff. So these are some cards I pulled during the stream, cards I pulled outside of the stream, but some cool stuff that I pulled recently, because I know it was just a couple weeks ago we were talking about me getting into collecting Pokemon cards, and guys, I've started to do so. And myself and Anthony, the guy I was talking about earlier, we are actually going to start kind of flipping some of these cards, selling some of them, doing streams on a website called Whatnot. It's a live streaming platform where you can do auctions and stuff. We will be planning some kind of giveaways and stuff around that. So if this is at all something that interests you, stay tuned for that. We can get you some information about that. I know for everyone else, you're gonna be like, fuck that, I don't care. Totally fine. It's all good. No problem at all. But showing off a couple of these cool ones. Let's go into it. Full art trainer. We got Brer from Scarlet and Violet, Scarlet and Violet Stellar Crown, one of the newest sets. Nice little full art one. Next couple ones we got are Japanese. So I actually cracked open a Japanese 151 box. So this has some of the most the original 151 Pokemon. I explained that a little bit during the stream, but it's just the Japanese version of that set, so it's got Japanese writing on it. But one of the cool ones I got from that was Mewtwo. He's kind of standing in the sky above everything. I'm holding it backwards, yeah, there we go,
Holy
focus.
shit.
But yeah, so all the Japanese writing on it. I think the Japanese cards are sick. I'm a fan of them myself. We also got an Alakazam SIR rare, kind of a dope card. He's doing his spoon magic thing. It's got some cool texturing and stuff on it as
I don't know
well.
what the spoons are fucking for. What's the lore behind the spoons?
He's got spoon magic, bro. He's cool. I don't know. He's Alakazam. The other cool one I got from the Japanese pulls were this Ivysaur Master Ball Reverse. So as you see there, the holographic pattern on it is a Pokeball. This one in particular is the Master Balls. Every booster box has only one of these in them. The others just are regular Pokeballs. So this one's a little more rare for that fact. But yeah, it's Ivysaur, so kind of a cool Pokemon too. Going back to English cards from Stellar Crown, Scarlet and Violet, Gavantula EX. This is one of the more, I don't know, about a $30 card from that set. One of the more rare cards, but yeah, one of their, I think it's like Rainbow Terra is what it's called, something along those lines. I don't even know all the names of all this stuff. There's just so many different ones out there. It's hard to keep track of it all. Let me grab this next one up. We pulled this on the stream. Kangasham EX, nothing too crazy, nothing too special, but cool little full art card.
Yeah.
Come on, you wanna focus? You gotta
put the heart. You gotta put the hand behind it.
I know, but I'm holding stuff in it. It just doesn't want to do it. There we go. Finally got it to go.
Nice.
So yeah, he's got the little dude in his pocket. It looks cool. It's got a cool texture on it. It's a nice card. And then cool. Now we're getting into the really big hitters, the fun ones. Zapdos EX card. This one is pretty cool. From 151. It's got the bird. He's flying. It's great.
Saw that one live pulled.
This one was live pulled on the stream. SIR from 151, sitting at about kind of, I don't know, $30 value, maybe 35, 40, depending on who your buyer is, but sitting right around there. Next up, we got the Squirtle. This one is one that I am not selling. This will not be going on sale, but yeah, I'm going to be holding on to this one. I love this card a lot. It is a beautiful, absolutely beautiful card, so love that. And then next up, last up, this is the big one. Charizard Charizard EX SIR from 151. It's a really cool artwork. Let's see if it'll do the focus.
Bring it closer. Bring it closer. Bring it closer.
There you are. It's starting to. I'm at like the limits of what I can move my arms with this astronaut costume. But yeah, so it's a really cool card. It's got a awesome little artwork on it. He's kind of flying away. Got it in the sleeve, protecting it up. But Brandon, what do you think the value is for that last card I just showed?
For that last one?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. You said Charizard.
Yep.
So, and you said from 151, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Very popular Pokemon from a very popular set.
Absolutely. It's popular because I know him. So.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Besides Pikachu, this is probably the face of Pokemon.
Yeah, for sure. I would say, I don't know, 350.
350. Okay, definitely a good guess. This card, raw as it is in this little holder here, is worth about $205 to $250 depending on your offer. There's been a lot of these that have moved recently, and the price actually is going up in the recent times. If you get this graded, so you send it into a company like PSA, CGC, BSG, there's a couple different ones, and they say it is a perfect card, so the centering on it's perfect. There's no printing errors. It is just an absolute amazing, immaculate condition. And you get a 10 on it. It could be worth as much as $710. So that's what a recent PSA 10 Charizard SIR did go for. So
are you gonna send it in?
No, I am gonna just be selling this one because unfortunately it is a little right heavy, which means there's more.
You can tell by your own naked eye.
Yeah, and if I can see it, PSA is gonna see it.
They're gonna look at this and be like, all right, 8.
I think it is a 9. I do think it is a 9 contender. Like, it's not that far, but it's enough that like you can start to see it. So I don't think it's a 10. So for that, I am going to be selling it on the What Night, like we talked about. It's already listed on there. So yeah, a lot of cool things from that. Gonna hopefully be pursuing, kind of more of that as like a hobby side thing to do, because it's a lot of fucking fun and it reminds me of my childhood. And I'm bored here. Okay. Sometimes it gets boring in an apartment by yourself.
And you just decided to buy some Pokemon cards.
Yeah, and so yeah, we did that. That was a fun part of Sunday night. The other thing I did Sunday, I gotta give a huge shout out to Tanner 2-Ton Monson. Helped me out a lot this weekend, saved me quite a lot of money. I was having not car issues, but I'm trying to get my car registered in the state, and I had to get a couple things fixed on it to get it like past some certain safety inspection thing. And because of Tanner being willing and able to help me out, not only he has a lift at his place, but he also was willing to give me some time, we were able to fix it for free. So I was originally charged about $1,300 to fix the things that needed to be fixed in my car, and obviously they were wrong, but even if you throw that in, like, we probably saved a good $500-$600 worth of labor to do the things that we did. So love that, saved me some money, really appreciate him. The other thing that I fucked up on was last week we were talking about the USXBL event. I forgot to mention, because we did make a pact and agreement at the event, Tanner 2-Ton Monson was actually the official USXBL Beyblade champion of the world. I forgot to mention it, and he actually got really mad at me for that. So this is me mentioning it. There's a shout out, buddy. Beyblade champion of the world at USXBL. He did his part. He put up a hard fight, went 3 rounds deep, and it was great to watch. So yeah, in general, appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for the help. That was awesome. And just in general, just a fucking great guy. Love hanging out around him. It was awesome. Great Sunday. Hung out with him in the morning. Anthony was there too because he was hanging out. And then we got Pokemon cards. It's a great weekend. I had a good time. Did you guys have a good weekend? Did you guys have a good time?
I got to feed a giraffe. I went to the zoo.
Fed
that was pretty cool. I got to feed a giraffe. So I got to go to the zoo. Me and my girlfriend went to the zoo. Dude, I don't know what it is about the Fresno Zoo. Actually has some pretty cool shit. They have some of the rarest wolves in the world.
You've been to the Fresno Zoo a couple times, I feel like, right?
So I went
I feel like you like zoos.
No, I went to a fundraiser.
the
I went to a fundraiser. I went to a fundraiser in the winter that happened to be at the zoo, but it was at nighttime, so you couldn't see any animals. Right? It was a fundraiser at the zoo. Right.
I was like, I vaguely remember you talking about going to the zoo recently, but
I was like, my girlfriend has little sisters, so she takes them, and if she's a member, I'm a member, and if you get
That's
in for
true.
free,
I'm
I'm gonna
sweating
go
my
all the fucking
ass
time.
off in this shit. God damn, bro. Okay.
Keep it on, pops. Keep it on.
I am Junior.
Yep, thank you, pops. But dude, it was fucking awesome. Got to see a bunch of rhinos. That shit was sick.
Actual rhinos?
Yeah, like actual rhinos.
Oh.
All right, do you think you can take one?
Fuck no, that thing is murdering me, dude. Bro, I saw the pressure that thing pisses with, dude. He'd piss me away. You know,
Just the prostate the size of.
But yeah, they actually have a bunch of like super rare animals.
Why are you talking about prostates,
super
Brandon?
awesome.
It's kind of weird.
You know.
Why are you talking about the rhino's prostate? All right, Brandon?
Yeah, fucking
Compressed
weirdo.
That's what you just said. I'm trying to point out how weird the sentence you said was, okay?
No, now I
What,
picture
you
that
guys don't
Brando
know Rhino's
from that.
anatomy? You
I
guys are the
picture that
weirdos.
Brando.
You know what?
has that
the
Jim
weirdos.
Carrey
I don't.
clip.
I don't spend a lot of time researching and trying to understand the insides of the prostate of a rhino, Brandon.
This is
you
just
weirdo.
common knowledge. Mirror, mirror on the wall, show me a rhino's prostate. No.
I don't want that. I don't want that image. I don't want anything to do with it. Hatch is looking up a rhino's prostate, isn't he?
No, I'm not looking at my rhino's
Okay,
prostate.
it's
No,
like he's
but-
lost in the sauce. I see him
No, but look,
researching.
this is Brando though right here. Hold on,
Oh,
let me post a picture in our little fucking FTS shit.
Oh my god.
This is fucking Brando right now.
I'm
I'm fucking
scared.
talking, dude.
What's it gonna be?
That is Brando right
Oh God!
That is
I can't-
Brando right now, dude.
I can't put that on the show, but
No?
it's Jim Carrey
Oh, man.
pulling his head out the ass of a rhino. So if you've seen, what is that, Ace Ventura?
Yeah,
Animal
Ace
House?
Ventura.
Yeah,
Yep.
if you've seen that, you know what we're talking about. But yeah, that's great reference there. Great reference, Hatch.
So that's
Love that.
Brando talking about a fucking rhino's prostate. I'm just saying how I like seeing rare animals too. The rare wolves. Apparently, the red wolf. There's less than 200 of them, like in the entire world. So it's actually really cool to see. They're actually a lot smaller than I thought.
Dude, you want to know? Okay, two animals that I think within the next 100 years are going to be domesticated are raccoons and foxes.
Dude, let me tell you. So one
Because
thing.
raccoons have already started, like, people started having them as pets. They've started slowly bringing them in. You know, there's going to be more that are bred in captivity. It's going to be more and more of a common thing. Foxes have also started to evolve and start to rely on humans more as they've been growing up in places where neighborhoods are popping up and there's like, you know, there's humans there. They can get food for them and stuff like that. And so over time, they're becoming more and more kind of open to humans. So I think in the next 100 years, we're going to have pet raccoons and pet foxes. And
You know-
honestly, that's going to be the fucking shit, bro.
I would
I'm
like
gonna
to
let me tell you,
raccoon fox
also-
following me, and then my little trash panda, he's gonna have his hands. He's gonna be like,
I think
where are we going,
instead
Dad?
of the fox, replace
be
that
single
with
and it's gonna be
the
okay.
possum. I feel like the possum
No.
is also very
Possums
so
are
disgusting.
already
But the thing is,
legal.
dude, foxes
I'm
are
pretty sure.
disgusting. Foxes are fucking disgusting. I have a
Dogs
I have a
are
friend.
disgusting too, but we
No,
love them,
I have a
okay?
friend that houses like old foxes. Dude, they piss everywhere. Like, dude, everywhere they mark
Well,
their
yeah,
turn.
are they
everywhere.
housebroken? Are they housebroken?
No, but that's like a
Again,
thing. They're like, oh, this is
also,
my
Hatch,
this is my house. This is my
Hatch,
home. I'm gonna piss on it so I can so everybody knows.
Hatch. Can I explain evolution here for a second?
hear it, bro.
Because wolves, when we first were friends with them, I guarantee they pissed in the camp all the time. But after about 1,000 years of evolution, now dogs don't do that, except for bad dogs, and we don't like that. But what I'm trying to say is, yes, I think at first, especially wild animals coming in that you're taking care of towards the end of their life, yeah, they're not going to be housebroken. But I think over the generations, we'll be able to have foxes that could be trainable to that extent. Or
I
do you
agree.
see me? Like
But it's also
domesticatable.
what the thing is that's also very hard about it is they pee on their food, so no one else will eat it.
I mean, I'm not gonna eat it anyways.
You know what I'm
look,
saying?
that's weird, but okay, we can breed that out, dude. I'm telling you, just now, every time
Eventually, with time.
fox doesn't pee on their food, we take that one to breed, and then we just keep doing that, and then eventually we'll have retarded foxes, but they won't pee on their food.
What's that one cat that's it's domesticated now. It's like basically a
Bengal?
fucking mini jaguar.
Yeah, Bengal. Right?
that what it's called?
I know Bengals are like mini cheetahs. Like, they look very similar to that.
Basically, it's just a ginormous cat. You know, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's not
No,
like
I don't.
a
No, I don't, to be
What would it
honest.
be called, bro?
No, it starts with an L. I know.
It's not a lynx. It's not a lynx.
Is it Ligma?
Oh, that's close.
Yeah.
Dude, you said possums, and I just had to look it up again because I remember they had some disease. They got the Black Plague. They got the bubonic plague.
Oh, I'm sorry, possums.
Yeah,
you
that
can be
ain't cool.
chill, but we can never be that cool.
Yeah.
Like, you can be chill in the wild, but we can't be friends if you carry the Black Plague.
Yeah, you getting stomped out for that, little buddy.
I will say that the other kind of semi-exotic animal that I think are really sick are ferrets. I would never want to own them. That's kind of what I'm saying.
Kids
Like,
are weird.
I would never want to own them because I think they can be kind of disgusting, and like I wouldn't have the right stuff for them. But do you guys know Pirate Software? Thor, Pirate Software is a streamer. He actually has a channel called The Ferret Software, which is a 24-hour Twitch live stream of ferrets that he rescued and is like, using the ad revenue on the channel now to take care of them, get them, the meds and stuff, and kind of, give them a good rest of their days.
Hey, does he have the ferret tunnels?
Yes, and they have all the play area, the enrichment area. Okay, that looks sick, dude. Like, I would never want that. I would never want to take care of that. But watching it at times, I'm just like, yo, ferrets are dope, dude. They're just funny little guys. They're little critters.
Anybody I've ever met
Oh man,
with a ferret, fucking weird.
Really? No.
Pirate Software's not weird.
The scene in Starship Troopers with Neil Patrick Harris having the ferret, like that, put it in my mind of like, I want a ferret, dude. Go.
Nah.
Go get
He's
Mom.
the bad guy in that movie, right? By the way.
Nah, he's Neil Patrick Harris. He's the good guy.
Nope, definitely not.
Nope. You can't.
Starship Troopers can't live forever. Abe.
Nope. Absolutely not.
All right.
He's the main character.
You notice how his costume the whole time looks like an SS officer costume.
And that's why he's the
like Hitler SS.
That's why he's my favorite, my main
You
character.
wear a long,
That makes a lot of sense.
trench
Speaking-
coat, and you're either SS or school shooter, dude. There's no. What happened to the
Shut the
trench
fuck
coats?
up, Hatch. I was trying to segue and you ruined my segue. I hate you for that forever. Speaking of movies, you guys want to talk about your top 5 favorite scary
Absolutely.
movies? So before the show, we put together a list of the top 5 movies that spooked us the most as children and young adults. Warning, these are not all going to be horror movies. Some of these are just normal movies that scared us at random times. So there'll be some good stories here. Let's go 2 in a row, and then we can kind of, that way we can get some life
Yeah,
out of it. So
you
Brandon,
gotta add some story for sure.
let's go with your first 2 on your list of 5.
Ooh, my first 2. Okay. The first one that popped up
And
in
if
my
we have
mind.
repeats, we have repeats. It happens.
The first one that popped up on my mind was The Ring. All right.
Good classic one. That one
Very
fucked
solid
me
choice.
up.
Yeah.
Late 90s, very solid choice.
Late 90s? No, it was early 2000s.
Was it?
Yeah, I think
Yep.
so. Yep, 2002.
Definitely.
Damn.
So, I was 7
My
years
timeline's
old.
fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I was 7 years old, and I remember.
Perfect movie for a 7-year-old.
Oh fuck!
Is it?
The girl climbing? It scared the shit out of me. Just first off, like the fact that you can watch a random ass movie, a VHS tape, which we had plenty of in
Yep.
the house, and it was just
Yep.
you fucking woo. Like,
Do you know how many you had that probably didn't have a title on it? Yep, that
Yeah.
probably didn't have the right title
Yeah,
on it or
yeah.
anything.
And then you just,
Like, what
you
the
just choose
fuck?
the wrong one.
And then all
someday.
of a sudden the phone rings and 7 days, and then this bitch is gonna climb out of a TV to come and get me. Yeah, no, that was a fucked movie.
That
That one
fucked.
definitely fucked me up.
Oh,
That's
man.
a good one. That's a great pick. Solid pick.
Yeah.
That one definitely messed me up.
Fuck that shit,
Solid classic horror movie out the gate.
man. And then
All right. Oh, second one. Sorry.
Yeah,
Second
yeah,
one.
yeah. We're going to. Then the second one, this was a close second. So Ring was my number one. It was the very first one I thought. The second one, The Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind.
Definitely. Oh, I asked you this one in the hotel. I remember.
Yeah, great.
This movie was fucking crazy.
I love
This
this
was like
movie.
the alien abduction one, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
In Alaska.
Yep.
Right. That was where it was.
Yeah, and they splice it with
The real
actual
footage.
tapes, the real footage and tapes, the audio from it, and it's like, demons, ghosts. Yeah, you like to think that they're real, but like this is like, to me, it was like this might be fucking real.
I agree, dude. The fourth
believe.
time.
Yeah,
I remember
I'm a
the
believer.
scene where it's that one guy.
Did you
and
also watch too much Project X, or not Project X, X-Files when you were young?
Not too much, but I'm a Sully fan.
But Brando, do you remember that scene when she's doing like, obviously that doctor, that therapy bitch? She's like in that room with that guy on that bed, and then obviously,
yeah. And he
yeah,
starts levitating?
He starts fucking levitating and shit. And I'm like,
Yes.
whoa! Or like at the end where the the monsters, the aliens are talking through the woman, and they're like, what are you? And then all of a sudden, there's just like quiet for like 2 or 3 second pause, and it's like, God. It's like, what the fuck?
It's crazy. Like, I remember clenching.
Another one, like, it's kind of similar to that premise of, like, the aliens talking through someone. It's not on my list, but it's an honorable mention, I guess. Yep, Independence Day.
Dude, I
was a kid, and then he pushes up against the glass.
Like,
what the
fuck?
My
dude, seeing his fucking eyes and seeing, like, the tentacles, like, wrapped in his mouth and shit. I'm like controlling his fucking voice. I'm like, oh my God. That's a great pick.
It was at that moment I knew we need to get the F-16s armed and we need to take the fight to them, bro.
I agree, dude. I agree. We need to let these motherfuckers see the sun.
We need to send this Will Smith, this Air Force pilot up to their mothership with a virus that we're gonna upload into their computers and then we're gonna be able to nuke them.
Thank God they were running Windows 95. Right?
Thank fucking God, dude. If they were on Vista, we would have been fucked.
Yup.
The whole world would have never worked.
Oh my God, dude. Honestly, I do. That's a good pick because I remember that part in particularly. I remember I was like, God damn, that one gave me the heebie-jeebies.
When you said alien talking through someone, that's like took me back to that being like, I don't know, probably 10 or 11 when I finally saw it, and I was like, oh shit, what the fuck?
That shit, definitely trauma fuel for sure.
All right, your first 2, Hash.
All right, so this one, I don't know if very many people have seen it, but it's called New Daughter, right? And the whole premise behind it is this guy's a writer, and he's like, okay, we're gonna move. I'm moving my whole family away. My wife died or whatever.
Sounds fucked already.
Right?
This already sounds fucked.
Right? We're gonna move away, and we're gonna move into like I don't know where it was, somewhere in the south, right? And basically, the daughter for some reason is just outside all the fucking time, like all the time.
She's getting railed by the spirits in the garage.
Right? So all of a sudden they realize that he's doing some research about the place. The place has ended up being on an Indian burial ground. Right?
Yeah.
No, right?
Pet cemetery.
This is where it becomes real fucked. So it ended up not being an Indian burial ground. It ended up being an alien hive. Right? And that's where they would there. Yeah, and that was like their nest. And this entire time, they're basically like, they've never had a female around that area in forever, right? So basically, they were using the female as like this conduit for their queen, right? So that's why she was like, it was just calling to her to be outside all the time. And I remember, dude, the hard part about this movie that was so scary.
They were stealing her life energy.
Exactly. And you would see that the frame would be perfect. The lighting would be sick. And then all of a sudden, like the shot, people would be talking. And then they'd be like, okay, let's go grab the truck and let's go look for her. And then they'd move off screen, and then the shot is still there for a couple seconds, and then all of a sudden you would see something run off camera that was there the whole time. And it's like, what? Yeah, and I remember that happened multiple times where it's like closer and closer.
It happened 17 times. At the point I was like, okay, man, you've used this trope a lot. You gotta come up with something new, guys.
No,
come on.
Every single time they would get closer and closer and closer till eventually you ended up seeing the alien thing, and they ended up morphing the woman into like an alien hybrid queen. And she's like, and the guy had to make a decision whether or not to kill his fucking daughter, like burn the whole fucking hive with his daughter in it, you know? And it was like,
bro,
dude, that shit was insane when I was younger, bro. Oh my,
Is this the introduction to Skinwalker Ranch?
Is it?
No, I have no idea. It's just,
dude, holy shit, that would be fucking insane. But
just light rolling there, Brando. All right.
yeah.
Like I remember sitting there watching that with my cousin, and she was like, "Man, I can feel you like sweating." You know, like I was dripping sweat. This movie made me so nervous when I was younger.
So that also reminds me of not as scary, but honestly, a very underrated movie. A movie I thought was really good when I was younger. Cowboys and Aliens.
Oh, so good! I watched that one recently. Dude, so good. Harrison Ford,
a good movie.
Stacked roster. Mr. Krabs was in there.
Yeah,
hey,
but Harrison Ford, fucking Harrison Ford, fucking James Bond from the Casino Royale,
Daniel Craig,
series of movies. Yeah, dude, Shia LaBeouf was in it too, right? I want to say, was he?
I don't think so.
Paul Dano.
There was another random
that one guy, the one guy with the great mustache that talked really good.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Buck Taylor.
I know who you're talking about now.
Is that his name?
No, really big gray mustache. Fuck! I got the hiccups. I don't like it. I can't talk.
That was a great movie.
I can't remember his name, but either way, great movie, very underrated. I feel like it goes slept on, but a very good premise. I remember the first time I saw it, I was not expecting the aliens to be like a whole thing and gold to be a thing.
I thought it was gonna be goofy.
And it was dope. I loved it. It was awesome. Little light, light horror-ish. There was some kind of,
there were some jump scares,
scary moments, but nothing crazy at all. Just reminded me by saying like the alien hive thing.
Yeah. So okay.
Gotta drink water because I got fucking hiccups.
My next one. So I'm trying to get picks that obviously not trying to clash with everybody else, but movies that truly fucked me up. I remember this movie. It was called Darkness Falls. And I honestly have probably talked about this on the podcast.
Dude, Hatch is going indie with this horror movie picks. I love it.
So, dude, this one. So the whole premise of it is the Tooth Fairy, right? The whole lore behind the Tooth Fairy, and this whole thing is back in the day in like the 1800s.
And now she comes in at night and robs children of their teeth.
Basically,
and forcefully extracts them.
In this area in the 1700s, this lady, like, she was a nice lady. She collected all the kids' teeth for some reason, so they called her the Tooth Fairy. But yeah, she just loved teeth. But it ended up she was accused of being a witch with witchcraft, so she was burned. Right? So it ended up being,
and
she was a witch.
As you know, all witches float, and if you don't float and drown, you die. You're not a witch, and that's okay. We'll just sacrifice you anyways. That's a true fact. The way that we tested out witches in the Salem witch trials. Learn about it. It's a crazy part of our history. We killed women for fun. All right, continue.
She actually was a witch, and
fucking witches.
Her curse went all around this town forever. Where if you put your tooth underneath your thing, you sure as shit you get a quarter. But if you opened your eyes and saw the Tooth Fairy,
20 years later, your firstborn is taken. I don't know. It's just kind of a funny premise, but continue. So when you open your eyes.
So if you open your eyes while she was visiting you, she'd kill you. And so the whole premise of it, this guy sees her at a young age. Take the rest of your teeth. Right? He sees her, hides in the bathroom with light, and his mom walks in. She's like, there's nothing in here. Boom! Bitch is dead from the Tooth Fairy. So Tooth Fairy kills his mom in the darkness. So the entire...
Right in front of him.
His entire life until he's basically like 30... He's living in complete sunlight, like complete light. LEDs everywhere.
Oh yeah, because darkness. Okay.
Like darkness can't do the Tooth Fairy will get to him and kill him. So his entire life he's been living in the pure light. And so obviously later in life he finds his high school sweetheart. You know how bitches be tripping and how much they be fucking your life up. Now look what happens.
She wanted to fuck in the dark, so
basically. And man, I remember just
she wasn't confident enough in herself. And
the whole CGI to it was probably realistically very simple CGI, but just the fact of it was like a dark cloak, very similar to like the way that the Dementors of Harry Potter looked. And it just flying through the darkness so fast.
What I'm learning from this movie is that when women want to fuck with the lights out, it ends up killing their man. So you know what? Women, have some confidence in yourself and fuck with the lights on. That's what I'm learning from this.
Right, so and I remember, dude, this scene vividly, dude. So he's in the bathtub after his mom died.
We've given Hatch way too much like fucking stuff to talk about now. Oh,
Here we go. So I remember this shot was scary. He's in the bathtub with super bright. It's like going out of the bathtub, right?
We're going to talk about this in the next hour and a half.
Yep, here we go. And it's into like the hallway where it's dark, and the Tooth Fairy lady, which is pitch black, right? Fucking black spirit, is like over the archway of the door, like waiting for him to come out in the dark.
It's like that scene in Hereditary where the bitch is on the ceiling, right?
I actually haven't seen that movie yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen Hereditary.
I heard it's really, really good. I heard it's really good. I need to try it.
It's very dark. So, all right, those are your first two. What were they again, Hatch?
So, Darkness Falls was the one that I just described with the Tooth Fairy, and the first one was New Daughter, where it was like the alien Indian burial ground.
New Daughter. All right. Brandon, what were your first two again?
Mine was The Ring and Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind.
Yep.
All right. Good first two. My first two are the most kind of tame on this list. I just went straight forward with the first two. I was like, we'll make them easy. It was either the first Saw or the second Saw. I saw it like my parents had it on or something.
Yeah, I was going to add the Saw franchise.
Fucked me up. So yeah, and obviously those movies, they're fucked up if you're young and you're seeing them. They're definitely gonna scare you. Bro. So very kind of an easy one to put on there, so I just kind of put it first. The other one, obviously, I was a little bit older for this one, but I kind of, I knew it was going to be scary. I just wasn't sure how scary, but Paranormal Activity. I was right in middle school when those came out, so it was like perfect time to just be terrified of the dark for the rest of my life. I'll probably have the lights on tonight as I go to bed now.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, but yeah. So those are my first two. Obviously, I don't have great stories for those, but those are just kind of the easy ones. I have stories for my next.
I want to say
something.
something. I definitely want to say something about Paranormal Activity really quick.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Brando.
Oh, what's
No,
up? What's up?
no,
What's up?
like I wanted to touch on that as well because it at a time where the found footage was kind of not
It
doing
was
so
shitty.
well. Like
Every found footage was shitty except
Yep.
for the Blair Witch Project up until Paranormal Activity.
Cloverfield was
but-
pretty good too.
Oh,
Cloverfield
valid,
was
valid.
pretty good too.
absolutely, like Blair Witch Project did it first. Like they
That was the good
set
one.
a foundation.
Yeah.
Cloverfield stepped it up
Introduced
with
the-
action. Yeah, and then like not much going on there until Paranormal Activity, and it was like,
I
fuck, dude,
think
this
the
is
part
fucking
that
creepy.
added the scariest part of that is, dude, these cameras are set up in their home where they sleep, like,
Yeah.
in their bedroom, right?
It was the fact it was like
with
the
the
first
safest spot.
CCTV, like, closed circuit TV cameras that were made into a horror movie. That's why it was so like creepy at first, because you never really saw that
I got the
before.
chills, dude. Like thinking about that movie,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
back in the day. Like
That
I
was
remember,
fucked up.
like that movie. Like I never fuck with Ouija boards. I'm not a superstitious guy, but dude, I don't fuck with Ouija boards. Right? Seeing that movie where it's like the scene where they leave and then they're like messing with the Ouija board, then they leave, and then the shit's moving around, and then it fucking flips over and it's on fire.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember seeing that when I was younger, and I was like, "Holy shit!" But okay, underrated scene
We're
from
all
the
doomed.
second.
We're all
underrated
doomed.
scene from the second one. I mean, I don't know if this was advertising, but for the Xbox One when it first came out, the Kinect. Do you guys remember
Oh,
that? The Kinect
was
was
that
like
the second or the third?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it was the second one.
I thought it was
But
later in the series. Okay.
Maybe it was the third one. Maybe it was the third one. But it was like all of the lasers, all the infrared lasers that it was for motion tracking.
Yeah,
And you were
could
able to
see 'em.
see the thing
Yeah.
manifesting through the lasers, and I was like,
I guess
"Whoa, bro!"
now you say it, maybe that was like tied in promotion. Like they gave
You
him,
know what I'm
like,
saying?
Yeah, here's 20K. Put the Connect in the movie.
So powerful.
Dude, valid move, bro. It was so valid because you could only see it on a different
Microsoft is in
wavelength.
Japanese. Come on, Brandon.
But you can only see that infrared laser being interrupted on a completely different like dimensional plane that you're of vision. You know?
Yeah, different dimensional plane of being
Basically.
that demons exist in, because they're 100% true and real in our real life.
Dude, dead ass. I believe in that shit for sure.
I know you do. It's okay. It's fun to troll you about it. Brandon, do you want to go with your next two on your list?
Yep. Next two, I got Sinister. I thought Sinister was creepy as shit.
Definitely.
Title sounds familiar. I don't know if I've seen that one, so it doesn't.
What was that? What was the demon's name in that movie? Can you Google it? Can you Google that one for me, Brando?
Yeah, I've only seen it maybe twice.
That
Cause
shit fucked you up that bad.
Yeah, it was like 2012, dude. I was like a junior or senior, and I remember going into this and like, it's a scary movie, whatever. Oh, fuck, like this.
Dude,
is
I
fucking
remember
creepy.
the jump scare for that movie where it's like they that's kind of found footage as well in a way, kind of, right? Because he finds the tapes and everything.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
kinda.
It's
yeah.
like they're mowing the lawn, right? It's like
Yes.
they're mowing. Dude, that one fucked me up. They're like mowing the lawn, chilling, and he's like, he's like, it's like dead ass quiet. Then all of a sudden you see the lawnmower mow like an entire family's face over.
Yeah.
Right, and it like does like a. No, I'm not shitting.
Yeah,
you.
this movie sounds crazy.
And-
No, all right. Oh,
and it did like a scream. It did like a scream at that moment. And dude, the bass of those theaters, dude, rattled my bones. I remember that one vividly.
Yeah,
The
dude.
sub under your ass, just like, oh, that's the brown note. Fuck.
I was like, the perfect D.
So I'm surprised you haven't seen this. It's the producers
yeah,
from.
the name sounds familiar. I
Yeah,
I guess maybe I missed
Post
it
it up in the
theaters or
FTS.
something.
Post it up in the FTS, Brando. Post a picture of it.
Paranormal Activity, producer of Paranormal Activity and Insidious, right? And Ethan Hawke, he like, what is he? He's just some like journalist or something, and he move into this house and he finds like a bunch of old tapes of murders
in the attic.
Yeah, in the attic, bunch of old like film, like Super 8 film.
Like fucking
Like old
reel it
snuff
film.
films, kind
like
of,
Reel
yeah.
it film.
No,
Yeah.
I
No, Ryan.
I'm
Like,
just adding
where,
premise. Also,
I
and
understand what fucking film is better
Oh,
than anyone on this
hey,
podcast.
let me just say,
I'm the dude who's
just
the
in
autistic
case-
guy about old school Hollywood. All right,
Just
I
in
don't wanna
case for
hear
our
shit.
audience. Mostly just in case for our audience. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, sorry. Yes, for our audience. My bad.
yeah,
my
you're
bad.
welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
the other retard. No.
Yes, we're talking about you, Mike Ryan.
Ooh.
Oh, we're getting a message about that one.
Yeah, I'll get to.
Yeah,
I'll-
definitely.
Maybe
Love
I'll
you,
get
Mike.
to your
Hey,
comment later.
Still love
Ryan.
you, Mike. Still love you, Mike.
So, yeah, and he's going through it, and he's he's seen all these murders from this guy, and turns out like, I don't know if it's demonic or what, but
Definitely demonic.
Motherfucker like comes to life, and it is in a creepy fucking way.
The fact that he manifests as children.
Yes.
That is what the hard part is that he takes control of the children, and he basically got so the entire time the footage is being filmed by one of the kids of the family. So the kid is killing the entire rest of the family. This demon is controlling one kid and killing the whole family, and then recording it. Right.
Yeah.
So
and he wants to be a TikTok star. He wants to be
right. And so one thing that was crazy. So spoiler alert, everybody. Spoiler alert. So he's fucking drinking his coffee, and he's like, holy shit! It ends up being the kids the whole time. He finds out, and then he looks down at his coffee. It's I don't know what the fuck it was. It was like an herb or something that knocks you out. And sure as shit, his daughter was possessed and ended up getting him.
Okay, quick question, brother.
What's up?
If you're gonna recount things from movies, you can't forget half the things or the part you're gonna recount. Like, was it a poison? Was it like an herb? So like what? That's why I was confused. Like what?
I didn't know exactly what it was. All I knew was that it knocked his ass out. He
was roofied.
Yeah, he was roofied straight up. He was roofied.
But like, he wasn't killed. Like it wasn't
No, he was knocked
agent?
unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I remember
That's why
it
I was
looked
confused.
like
I was like, wait, what? Did he die? Did he fucking?
No, he was knocked out. And dude, it looked like a
Insane.
fishing
Bill Cosby?
lure.
No, and
So he was
then
Bill Cosby.
Credits
Okay.
roll. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, for your own interpretation, fucking
Okay.
kids killed his ass.
Shit,
Yeah,
so you
so-
literally gave us the spoiler ending. All right, cool.
Yep.
Okay.
No, so
Good luck to
so
you
yeah,
out there who wanted to watch that.
dude.
I said spoiler alert.
Sinister's my third pick. A lot of people, I think, put
We're
Conjuring
20
over
minutes
that,
into
but
this
whatever.
bit, and we've gone through 7 picks. Come on, boys.
I like
All
this.
right. So my fourth pick is Hell House. Hell House LLC.
Hell House
Hell
LLC.
House LLC. That's the
Is
title.
this just fishtank.live?
Dude, I don't think I've actually ever heard of this one.
So this is a good one. All right, since you both haven't seen, like, it's a fairly new one. 2017, maybe?
2015.
15.
Okay.
Yeah. So, quick premise.
Hatch, let Brandon talk about it. I know you're excited. You're just...
Quick premise.
No, I looked up the date.
Yeah, quick premise. A couple friends like buy a house or a building or something, and they make a haunted house. It's for Halloween. You know, they're decorating it. They're a scary house, a scary haunted house that they're gonna pop up and scare a bunch of people in, and some shit goes awry, and it's like found footage, shot like found as if it's found footage.
I'm seeing a theme in your picks here, Brandon. You really found footage is what you like, it seems.
It's like real.
It's like
Whoa.
real life, Yeah.
I always wanted to make a found footage thing. Yeah, but.
Wait, what? Okay.
Yeah,
Just
dude,
go ask
yeah.
Michelle, bro. It's not that hard.
No, then
It's called porn, Brando.
That incriminates her, and
Honestly, let's be real. Just put some masks on, make an OnlyFans account, don't attach your names to it, and boom, profit, and you'll go to World Cup for free.
Damn, if you think about it, every porn is found footage. If you think about it, if you think about that, like that. Every POV porn video is technically found footage.
Epiphany.
No. No, it's not found footage. You know why? Here's the difference. The people who created that uploaded it themselves. Yes, unless like someone steals it and uploads it later, that's found footage. And yes, there's are examples of that, but for a majority, no. I don't agree with your crazy take here, Hatch.
I don't know.
Senior Hatch is not in on this.
I don't know.
Wow. So yeah, Hell House LLC. That's all I'm gonna say. Watch it, check it out. It's a pretty good
So it's
movie.
a recommendation, not
Absolutely,
just a,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's not like a big jump scare. Like wow. a
Let
bunch
me
of
guess,
CGI
the haunted
shit.
house becomes real.
There's a
you
third
gotta
one.
wait for.
Or is it all in their
I've only ever
mind?
seen the first one.
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
I've only
Hell
ever seen the
House
first one.
LLC 3.
Right
Yeah,
now,
we can
I
go stupid hard on this.
Interesting.
recommend the first one. See that?
Okay.
That's my picks. That's my 4. So next,
What was your first one? What was your first one in this
Sinister.
group?
Sinister.
Sinister. Got it.
Yeah.
Hell House
Sinister.
LLC.
Remember how you can't remember because we talked about stuff for so long?
Boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Hatch, you're 2. Let's hear you next 2.
Dude, you get so excited about things.
No,
it's
here
great.
we go. Here we go. So, one that definitely messed me the fuck up, and if I am correct, I think they are remaking this movie in the very near future, or it could have been already out. The Strangers.
Are we
Dude,
making that?
I think so. That movie
no.
fucked me up. The whole premise behind it is like this couple just gets married and they go back to their hotel room, or not hotel room, they go to like a cabin. They rented like a cabin or some shit, and this chick knocks on their door, and she's like, "Hello, can I use your phone?" And she's like, just like trying to talk, and they're like, "Get the fuck out of here," right? And you can't see this chick's face at all because the way the lighting is, the porch light isn't on. You can see them, but you can't see the girl's face. And this entire time, there are these people that are like hunting them, like basically like torture hunting them. Like, get to the truck. Oh, you get to the truck, tire slashed. Oh, as soon as you get to you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna go on some flat tires. Boom, someone crashes into it, right? And they are just hunting this couple down, and they are wearing these flour sacks. Which, I don't know what it is for me. Maybe it's just scary, because with Resident Evil 4, that was like a very scary enemy in Resident Evil 4. The fucking chainsaw guy with the flour sack over his head. Dude, very vivid for me. And, like, there are a lot of shots, just like how I was saying in the beginning, where there are people talking, then they would leave the screen, and then all of a sudden the guy's still there. And it's like, oh shit, then he moves. And basically he fucking kills him. And one of the lines is they're like, "Why are you doing this? Why are you torturing us? Why are you killing us?" And then it was just so scary because the girl just is like, "Because you were home." They just killed him just because they were home, it is based on a true story.
Damn, bro.
Yep.
Blew my mind with that one. What was the name of that again?
The
I
Strangers.
completely forgot the name. Strangers. Okay.
Strangers, yeah, that was a good one.
A remake of that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I think they're making a remake. I'm not 100% sure.
I mean, isn't
hearing
the
some buzz
premise damn near like The Purge, the first Purge?
I mean,
similar-ish,
right?
I feel like a lot of that kind of was what led to the movies, The Purge and stuff like that.
Okay,
probably some influence. Yeah,
yeah, just like the way the mask was and
just
everything.
Trying to make like a home invasion a scary thing. Like,
Yep.
Yep. Because that's real to some people. You know, that's
And then another one. My next one. This one. Anybody who's seen it definitely fucked him up as a kid. The Grudge.
Oh yeah,
Dude, seeing The Grudge and then
about that.
And then all of a sudden it's like you hear it and it's like, oh, like dude, that sound fucked my mind up, bro. Oh my god.
Sorry, listeners.
Yeah, sorry, listeners.
That was loud.
I'll enjoy it, but I remember that sound vividly. That shit was scary. Or when if it was like the little
God, the tape over
boy.
the mask is what's killing me with this.
Well, no, dude. 'Cause the thing is, I have to wear this again on Sunday. There's like an adhesive underneath it, so I can't take the adhesive off. I'm ghettoing it right now.
I'm gonna be honest. You just used so much tape, bro. Like it looks like
dude.
you laminated the thing with tape.
Well, no, there's just one across. There's just one across here, and like one that's not even sticking to anything. Nothing sticking here.
You should have just gone. Oh,
Okay.
fuck. You should have
Yeah,
just gone all the way
watch
around.
out with your hat,
Farquaad.
buddy. Yeah,
Keep
watch
it on,
out.
Lord
Watch
Farquaad.
out.
Not the crown.
Yeah, watch out, buddy. But
That's right.
So The Grudge.
But yeah.
All right.
So the Grudge and the Strangers, those are two great picks.
Yeah, those are four.
I don't know the Strangers, but the Grudge, yeah, definitely. That's
we should have a horror
fuck
movie
that
night, boys.
Whatever. I'm not really down, but
Wow.
maybe we
Wow.
can figure something out for you and the patrons or something. I don't know.
just, I'm just gonna live stream watching horror films with you guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be shirtless. He's gonna have a bag of chips, and he's just gonna be just watching. Welcome to the stream, guys. You want to watch The Grudge with me?
Yep.
All right.
The thing is that realistically,
Yeah.
it probably makes my girlfriend want to kill
This
me.
movie's
See,
very
sometimes
scary.
I'm like a talker during movies. I'm like,
This
You
movie's
don't
scary.
say.
I'm like, what the fuck?
You don't.
Yeah.
You're a talker.
Yeah, 'cause I ask a lot of
What?
questions.
I never would
That
have
is surprising.
imagined.
Yeah, that's
Did
why I
you
don't
know
really like
this,
the movie
Brandon?
theaters very
I
much.
didn't know this. I didn't know this. No, the movie theaters don't like you, Hatch.
Well, obviously I don't talk loud enough to where other fuckers can hear me, but like I'll like lean over and whisper. Like I remember one where the Jurassic World, when that first came out. Obviously I'm a big Jurassic Park kid, so every little Easter egg, I was leaning over to the boys and I'm like, "Hey, that's a reference to Jurassic Park 1." Just to let you know.
Dude,
Meanwhile, Caden's like, I will punch you in the face if you say one more thing, Hatch. Like,
dude,
So be it.
Oh fuck! I just got a quick memory of
we
like,
found Hatch's autism, by the way.
fuck, dude. So we real quick. There was this family that lived down the street from us, and we called them, Mama Alpha. They were like a second family on the street.
I'm sorry. Mama Alpha?
That's her name.
Oh.
Yeah. That we had
Red
Granny
flags
that
there,
lived
my
in.
guy, but all right.
Dude, it was what? It was my black mama. What can I say?
Mama Alpha is what you called your
Mama
black
Alpha.
mother.
That was her name, Alpha. Absolutely.
It is a little less surprising that you're not with a Latina, knowing that you grew up with a heavily black influence in your life.
Damn straight.
Brand, the more I learn about Brandon, the more I feel like he grew up in the ghetto, Hatch, right? Like,
No.
I'm not,
Yeah.
not far from it.
Yeah. That's what I
Definitely.
tell people. Like, it's
Wait, it makes so much sense because Machine Gun Mike was spending all of his money trying to play paintball at the time and then wasn't ready to have a family, but along came Brandon who quote unquote ruined his life. So I'm guessing you weren't planned. And so what that caused, oh God, wow, I just put together a lot of puzzle
Honestly,
pieces in my
hey,
head.
I'm glad you're here, Brando. Thank God.
thank you, Hatch.
I'm glad you're here, brother. Even
Yeah.
though your dad has to endure, but so be it. Better
Piece
him
of
than you.
Shit. So
Better
no,
him than you.
dude, I remember going over there and watching movies and fucking Mama Alpha and Granny non-fucking stop talking. Oh my God. Dude, it just like both of them talking. Oh, hell no. Don't go in there. Don't go in there.
Yep,
Shut
they
up!
did the thing that those people do. Yep, that is a thing that those type of people do tend to do in places while watching movies.
I mean,
You guys
dude,
can put together dots out there. I didn't say it.
Yeah, older people.
Yep, people who are older than you.
Yeah, older women.
Yep.
100%.
That's
Hell
what
yeah,
it-
brother.
All right,
all
Ryan.
right.
What are your next two? What are your next two, Ryan? What are your
Killed all
next two,
momentum.
Ryan?
Love
What are your
that.
next
All
two,
right.
Ryan?
So the first one, a little different. Not necessarily horror, but tension, weird world,
Suspense.
suspense for sure. It's a little indie movie. I originally watched it on Netflix, but I've heard a lot of people talk about it. It's called The Platform. Have you guys heard of this?
Yes.
I think
Great
they just added
movie.
the second one on Netflix.
movie.
They just added the second one, I think.
Okay, good to know. But yes, original Platform, great movie. Concept, it's a prison that from the top down every day they load up food on a platform, and each level of this prison, and there's like a couple hundred levels, has couple minutes to eat their food off the platform, and then it'll go down to the level right below them, and then the level below them.
How many people are on each level?
Two people on each level, so it's bunk baits on each level. So if you're on level 2 through 10, you're getting good shit. You're getting freshly made cakes and roasts and just
But it
anything
starts from
you
the
can
top, right?
imagine.
It starts from the top and
Very
goes down.
luxurious. Let me explain. Just goddamn.
No,
it.
I'm
Very-
asking, does it go from top to bottom or bottom to top?
I literally was just going to explain that. That's why I'm saying. Very luxurious items, but the further you go down the pyramid of the platforms, the worse and worse stuff gets because it doesn't get replenished at all. It's from the top all the way down to the bottom. So if you're in the middle, it starts to become leftover food. They think of like a turkey leg that's got most of it already eaten off, but there's some meat still on that bone. By the time you're at platform 200, 300, the lower spots, there's nothing left. There's bones. There's very little amounts of food. So we follow a certain character who decides to break all the rules and try to test the limits of the platform prison. And there's a lot of great things to it. But yeah, very very suspenseful movie, very tense movie. Not necessarily horror, but definitely one of my favorites from this kind of like outside of the norm.
And not
subgenre.
originally in English. It's dubbed.
No, yeah, it is dubbed. They do a good job though. It didn't
Took me a
stand out
while.
to me.
It took me a while
Yeah.
to
They
realize.
really started making those movies really good. Like Squid Games is one of those where the lip sync with everything when it's in English.
Dude,
or something,
another
still
one-
so good.
Another one I gotta give credit to, a dubbed thing, because I just brought it up on my mind. It's on Netflix as well, but Money Heist. Money Heist is so fucking good, bro. Yes. I will say there's times when you can tell, but for the most part, they do a very good job. Absolutely loved that show during COVID. I finished the whole thing in like a couple days. But yeah, Money Heist, very good show on Netflix. So that was my first one for my next two, and the second one, because we also said we could do like moments that scared us as children. So this one definitely isn't a horror movie, but it terrified me as a little child. Indiana Jones, Return of the Lost Ark, and I already know Brandon already knows what scene I'm talking about. But at the end of the movie, they finally find the Lost Ark, and then Indy says to his compatriot, "Don't look, don't look," and then they open the Ark. And the Germans are looking at it, and their faces melt. And
Ark of the
that
Covenant.
terrified me. Yep.
Dude.
So yeah, that moment in the Return of the Lost Ark was that was scary. But I mean, obviously, that movie's not like it's got pseudo horror moments, but it's not really like a horror movie. There's like some subtle jump scares of like the snakes and stuff, and I don't know some other things, but nothing really too crazy.
That's definitely a haunting image when you see somebody's fucking face melt off. That's a haunting image.
Well, yeah, the wax
like,
statue.
Yeah, especially where it's like, I mean, obviously you're a kid and you're way less, you know, you're way more sensitive. You're way less desensitized to it, like we are fucking now. Because I mean, I watch fucking Ukraine videos, obviously.
Hatch, you send me wake up videos before, or people dying videos before I've had my coffee and I've woken up for the day. So yeah, you're incredibly desensitized.
What else gets the blood pumping?
Right, exactly. Right, so something
Nicotine
about
and
seeing
caffeine, like
seeing
fuck,
about
dude. I don't need
being young and seeing a guy's fucking face melt off. Like I remember seeing a similar scene. I think it was Poltergeist. I think where the guy like goes into the fucking bathroom. There's like the mirror, and he's like peeling his fucking face off.
Damn.
And I remember that scene where he's like no joke, like pulling his jaw off and like pulling his cheek, like the skin of his cheek off his face, and he's like fully conscious. And I thought that part was definitely reminded me very much of what you were saying right there.
Yeah, I've never seen all of Poltergeist. Oh, fuck.
Me either. That's just hella boring.
Great answer, you fucking brain rot zoomer. All right, we got one more face of us, and then we'll do a update. Or we'll say all of them.
So my last one wasn't scary. All right, it's a movie I love. I think it came out around Halloween. Really invigorated the genre. 28 Days Later.
Ooh,
oh,
yes.
dude!
Yeah.
They're coming out with a new one.
I'm fucking excited.
Shot on an iPhone and $50,000 of camera equipment around said iPhone.
Yep.
It was funny. That was like a huge press release about 28 years later, which I think is this one, because there's 28 weeks, 28 months, and then I think this will be years, or it may be months. I don't know.
I think it's 28 days. I think it's 28 days, 28
weeks, and then years.
Oh, weeks, days, now years.
It doesn't matter. Let me say my point. But they were claiming they shot it on an iPhone, and then pictures came out of the iPhone that they had rigged up. It was literally, yes, there was an iPhone, and then there was a $20,000 cinema lens. There was a whole bunch of ports coming out for sending the video to different parts so people could see it, sending out the storage from it. So yes, technically it was shot on an iPhone, but a $50,000 iPhone camera rig, which is not the same thing.
Yeah, you ain't making the same footage, but. Yeah, I remember my dad pitched the movie to me. It was like zombies, but they run. I was like, "Yep, I'm hooked. Let's go." Yeah.
World War Z zombies, bro. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah, I actually just showed Tegan that movie.
Really?
And yeah, I think that World War Z is a fucking cinematic masterpiece. I think that movie truly does install fear.
Yeah.
Just kidding. He's talking about World War Z.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. 28 Days Later. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. World War Z.
Nah, dude.
Okay,
World War Z.
Not the worst.
That movie
the books
was
are
fucking
definitely
scary, bro.
Book is definitely better, but it's also completely different. World War Z, the movie, it's like I wouldn't give it a bad score, but I also wouldn't say it's like great or anything like that.
I think I look at it like with like the whole gravity of the situation.
Brandon talk,
I would watch.
Oh
I would
God.
watch it. I would watch it once I run through all the other zombie movies. All right, I enjoy it because it's a zombie movie, but yeah, it ain't
I'd say
up
that's a
there.
top fucking 5
you.
zombie movie.
What? No way.
Yeah.
Crazy opinion.
Yeah, that is. Dawn
What's
of
other
the
movies
Dead.
you're putting above that? Dawn of the
Dead.
Great one. I put that one up there.
Both of them. I love both of them. I fucking love the old
Counts
one.
as one because it's one franchise.
What?
There's
Dawn of the Dead. Give me a Zombieland up there in my top 5 too.
I'll accept that one. Perfect balance of
Zombieland.
comedy and killing.
Oh, do you
Jake's.
You gonna put Shaun of the Dead up there too?
I was thinking
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
Guarantee that shit's fucking. World War Z is definitely fucking cooler than Shaun of the Dead, but I do love that.
No. You're wrong there, my friend.
They're two different movies.
Let's
One
have
comedy.
fuzz in. Let's
28 Days Later, of course.
Okay.
Yep. No, that gets in there. Nazi zombies, does that count?
Yeah.
No, fuck. I'm trying to think other great
Dude, there actually is
movies.
there actually is a movie that came out like within the last 5 years that was about like Nazi zombies. That whole premise.
Is it
where they were
Dead
testing out like. Oh,
Sorry.
I think I
Island
know
of
what
the
you're talking
Dead?
about. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking
Something
about.
like that. It's based off of a video game, of like the arcade game.
Oh,
Dead
you've lost
Island,
me.
think,
I
something
don't know what we're
like
talking
that.
about.
Whatever.
Okay. But yeah, so 28 Days Later.
28
That's
Days Later. Like
that's your last
fucking-
one.
Solid
fucking-
pick.
Yeah, really good movie, and it was suspenseful.
Yes, no, for sure. Hatch, what's your last pick?
Right, so I would say it was called The Last Exorcism. Right.
Okay.
It's very much found footage, and the whole thing is this guy okay, sure as shit, guy from The Conjuring. I'm pretty sure it's that guy, that same actor.
Of course.
And yup, right. And he goes in to fucking expel some demons from some bitch. And dude, some of the visuals in this of like this chick being possessed, I remember that shit was terrifying to me. She like, remember this scene where she steals the camera, like the camera crew's footage while they're sleeping. While she's possessed, she goes over, finds a cat, and kills the fucking cat with the camera. So you're like seeing it all. It's insane, bro.
I remember this.
So psychotic of a movie. And like the whole negotiating with the demon,
dude.
yeah, that one, like negotiating with the demon, where she's like, all right, you got 5 seconds to negotiate. Then he's like, 1, boom, broke a finger, like boom, broke a finger, right?
Yeah.
Oh, 2, boom, broke another finger, and he's like torturing her, like in front of his dad. It's insane, dude.
Yeah, I'll. This is a pretty solid movie. Yeah.
Okay.
You've seen it?
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Definitely scary, right?
Like the first scene I see is like the cover art and she's bent over backwards. I'm like, yep, I remember this.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a pretty good. This is a pretty good.
The demon like broke her fucking back.
Yeah.
Insane.
All
so
right.
yeah, I would.
The Last Exorcism.
None of mine are like 1 through 5 or whatever. All of mine are just really ones that got me good.
Yeah, I was gonna
young.
say you didn't find any humor in this. You just went for the stuff that scared you the most. So I love that. So my 5th choice is it's technically a movie because it is technically called a movie, but it's not what you would traditionally call a movie. It was the first time I ever went to Disneyland as a child. I want to say I was around 5 or 6 because I know it was like pre-8. So somewhere around 5, 6, or 7, or in that ballpark. We went to Disneyland. It was great. But in California Adventures, at the time when I was a young child, there was a movie. And that movie was the Bugs Life 4D movie. I already don't love bugs, but Bugs Life was funny. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it. So I figured, my family figured, why the fuck not? Let's go sit in this theater for a while. We'll have some nice shade on us. It'll be great. It'll be a nice, cool, relaxing day on this hot afternoon in the California summer. Yeah, we get in there. I freaked the fuck out, bro. I don't like that shit at all, bro. So obviously it's a lot of bug shit.
How old
we
were
should
you?
have realized that. I was like 5 or 6 or 7.
Oh,
like
shit.
That was my guesstimate. So I didn't love bugs at this time. But so yeah, I was already not stoked. Like just starting off was not in a good spot. There's some jokes about spiders and stuff, and I didn't like any of that stuff. But then the one thing that broke me, and literally, I'll admit it, bro, I broke down to tears. As a little kid, I freaked out. I did not like this.
What's wrong with that?
There was a part where at the end where they're saying, all right, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you head out and have a good day. Make sure you get all your belongings and let the kids leave first, whatever it was, and make sure the bugs get out before you. And then all of a sudden your seat like vibrates and it feels like bugs are leaving. And dude, I was already on edge, and then I feel that, bro, I snapped.
Yeah.
As like a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old, I'm fucking like, what the fuck? I'm freaking out. So yeah, I didn't love that. So that's definitely a trauma part of me that sticks with me. And yeah, so that's my 5th pick, because that scared the shit out of me, bro. And it probably is what's led to the lifelong fear of any sort of bug that if I see it, it's gotta die just on sight. It's just you're sorry. I live here, you don't.
Yeah,
I agree.
Fuck you, little grasshopper. Anything, any goddamn insect.
Grasshoppers, roaches, spiders, ladybugs are chill.
Yeah,
Ladybugs can be chill.
It's hard to tell between the ladybugs and the fucking, what is it? It's called the apple beetle or something like that. It looks very
Same
similar.
shit to me, bro. Same shit to me. I don't really care.
One's actually an invasive species, so it actually doesn't matter.
Hatch, I also don't live where you live anymore, so
I don't think
I'm
they're here.
probably not
I don't
gonna
think they're
see
here.
them.
Yeah, that's
I don't
right.
think they're here.
That's right.
Yeah,
He's a
so
Texan
why are you
now.
even talking about him?
Well, just in case if I go there, you never know.
All right, well, good talk. Yeah, so my 5 were Saw, Paranormal Activity, Platform, The Lost Ark, Melting Face Scene, and then the Bugs Life 4D movie from Disneyland California Adventures around circa 2004 to 6-ish.
That is wild.
I want to find that movie just like see it for myself and just put myself in like that position of like, because dude,
It's the problem is it's not like the movie, it's the 4D aspect of it. 'Cause there's like all the water spinning at you and all the other stuff
I'll
too.
tell you an even fucking stupider story that makes me sound like a fucking even stupider kid. I remember when I was a kid and my cousin, I was maybe 2 or 3, like probably 3, and dude, they had a pop-up book, and the pop-up book had insects in it, and dude, real life 3D IRL, dude. The shit popped up at me, and dude, when I was a baby, I would scream and start crying just from a pop-up book. So I do get it for sure. That's a fucking book.
No, fuck bugs, bro.
I agree.
I like to imagine like bugs were actually crawling out of your book.
That's what it felt like. They were so real looking.
Bunch of pussies. All right. Well, Ryan, you said your 5. My 5.
Who's in your T-Mobile top 5?
My T-Mobile top 5: The Ring, Sinister, Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind, Hell House, LLC, and 28 Days Later.
Every time you say Hell
Solid
House
pick.
LLC, I just think of the fish tank, which also is coming back within the next couple of weeks, by the way.
It is.
Which is annoying as fuck. 'Cause that means I'm gonna miss a week of it while I'm in Florida. God damn it!
They always time it that
Cucumber
way.
feet. You better do your job, bro. You better recap it well. Did you say it's more excitement that way?
What?
What'd you say before that? You said
No,
something like it's
it
more
always
excitement.
it always happens that way. Whenever
of
we leave
course.
for a fucking
Yeah.
event, it's like
Just
the
Cup
new
in general.
the new cool video game comes out. Elden Ring DLC
Cups
releases.
during, like, all the game releases. My birthday's during Cup. Fucking fish tanks during Cup. I don't like it. It's gonna be miserable. But hey, we'll be out of Cup. It'll be a lot of fun. I did secure a spot to stay today, so I actually I can confirm I will be at World Cup.
Yeah.
We all will be. We will be doing another live podcast. It's been a couple events, but everything's finally settled down a little bit, and yeah, we're getting back to normal. So look forward to that if you're out there. I know those are always fun events for us to do, or fun shows for us to do, just because we get to be in the same person or same spot in person and have a conversation, and yeah, we love it. It's fun.
Absolutely. Can I say my top 5 real quick?
Yes. Say your
All right,
T-Mobile
sweet.
top 5.
So my MySpace top 5 friends, top 5 best friends MySpace. So I got New Daughter,
Tom.
Darkness Falls, The Last Exorcism, The Grudge, and The Strangers. It's either Strangers or The Strangers.
Strangers. Yep.
Good choices. Honestly,
Dude,
good choices.
Oh hell yeah, those shit.
You
scared
and
me.
Brandon definitely went a little less humorous, but I said, fuck it. I'm going to have some fun and make fun of myself and tell funny stories. It's a podcast.
No, this is serious.
No, oh, my bad. My
Yeah.
B.
Does this costume looks
Bruh.
like I would be fucking around right now?
Yo, my
you
B,
serious?
Lord Farquaad. All right?
Yeah, this costume does not fuck around, dude.
You don't
That's
talk
true.
about
I didn't know Mermaid Man didn't come to fuck, all right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Look at this
What,
guy.
Brandon? What
No.
is that? You forget we have an audio show, and then you get visual looks and expect us to do content with
You
it.
expect us to actually see
that
what
was-
you're doing.
Hey, Lord Fod. Yeah, that's a good point too. Because most of the time I have to guess because I only see a couple pixels.
Maybe he's doing this. No, I'm trying to do gestures. I don't know. Watching Shrek, I never paid attention to the little guy. I just paid attention to Shrek and Gingy.
That's true. And you wanted to Shrek to Hulk smash him.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I wanted the whole time.
To smash him.
No, Hulk smash, fists coming down, smashing little man into concrete.
Did you guys ever have those when you guys were kids? The big Hulk Buster hands?
Fuck yeah, I did,
Yeah.
bro.
Hell
It was
yeah.
shit, dude.
I remember.
Pretty sure I got a concussion from my brother while wearing those. I'm not
I remember we had the.
very certain.
Me and my friends had the Hulk hands, and
It
then one of our
may explain
friends.
some of the retardation I have today.
One of our friends had. This was when the Fantastic Four came out, and it was the Thing. Remember the Thing?
Oh, the Thing's gloves?
The orange
Yep, 'cause
hands.
I remember they
and
made
we
some
all
of
had
those too,
we all
yeah.
had orange. We all had green, and he had orange. And man, poor Josh, dude, he was getting fucking demolished that day, dude, by just fucking getting fisted by a bunch of green guys.
Oh,
Dude, rest in peace, Josh, getting fisted out on the lot, you know?
Yep. I have some
don't
funny
know-
stories about Josh.
I don't know why that reminded me, but I had this question
getting
earlier
fisted?
for you, Hatch. No, that's,
What's up,
that's
Brandon?
for
What?
that's for after the podcast.
Okay.
Mush ball is
Mush
what-
ball.
Mush
Oh,
ball.
great
What the fuck
point.
is
We
that?
skipped over this earlier.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't know what mush ball is?
No, but it
No.
reminded me of another game that we played. But what is mush ball?
So
Is it
mush
Smear the
ball
Queer?
is basically like
Yes.
it's basically like kickball and baseball put together. You get this ginormous fucking bat, and you get this ginormous
Oh,
fucking
wait.
ball. You're basically using almost like between a softball and a kickball size ball.
Okay, like a dodgeball ball.
Yes, like a dodgeball ball. And
Okay.
but it's like perfectly small enough to where it's not gonna like catch the wind and be like "Rear," like a wiffle ball or something. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well, it's got weight. That's
Exactly,
how
it's
physics
got
works.
weight, but it's like the perfect hand where you can like see it coming and be like, boom, like catch it perfectly. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So I remember
Did you
playing
guys ever
that
play
with my friends.
kickball? Did you guys ever play kickball where the rules were if you threw it at the person, you can get
Yep.
them out?
Yep.
You know? Do you
Yeah,
know
we
what
did
that was
that.
called? Do
Dodge
you know
the
what
ball.
that? Do you know what that was called? I remember what that was called.
We just played. It was just
No, dude,
kickball.
dead ass.
It
It
was
was
kickball.
called. No, it was like no. The rule when you would throw it at somebody and hit them.
No, what was that?
So-
What did Clovis call this rule?
Ready? Pegging.
Pegging?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Pegging's just
makes
hitting.
sense.
Yeah, we used to do that with
Makes
baseball too.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So that was what it was called. It's called pegging.
Wait, your baseball team used to peg each other, Brandon? Is that what
That's
I just
fucking
No.
crazy, bro.
What'd you say earlier, Ryan? Smear the queer? Yeah, we're gonna. That you
Smear the queer and pegging. Yeah,
Definitely do
same
remember
thing.
playing
Yeah,
that game.
dude.
Wait, again, Hats, pause. You guys were playing smear the queer and pegging in your locker rooms? That's weird.
That's talking about the first game. It's the smear the queer game.
Yeah. As a kid,
Words are hard.
not really knowing what exactly that was. I guess like we knew what it was, but
Yeah, but we just yelled smear the queer because we didn't really care.
you throw the football.
cares?
Whoever has the fucking football is the queer.
Smear the queer!
Yeah.
I remember yelling that as a child.
Yeah, and let me
And
tell
no
you,
one-
nobody
no
wanted
one
to be the
said
queer that day.
anything.
Nobody wanted to be the queer that day.
That's true,
See.
but also no parents said anything, no teachers said anything. But now,
No.
if you said that today, you'd be expelled from school for not being LGBTQ plus defiant, or I don't know, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Very valid, bro. That
Close
shit's
enough.
fucking-
Whatever.
Shit's worse than murder now.
Our culture's fucked. We're all done.
I
Everything's
agree.
wrong. This is what Hatch Senior thinks.
Hey, thanks, pops. Hey, we share the same values.
I know you agree with me
That's
because you're my son.
That's my dad right there.
Yep.
Yep, grateful to have him around. Thank God.
Yeah, well, all right. So Hatch wanted to talk about the Menendez brothers for another week in a row. The only problem is he took 40 minutes to talk about his top 5 movie list. So
It is what it is.
we're
We
out
gotta
of
move
time.
on.
We're out of fucking time, guys. So
Next time.
we gotta wrap this up for tonight. But maybe 4 months from now we'll be able to finally talk about the Menendez brothers. But guys, this has been the spooky, scary Halloween episode of From the Sidelines. We do one of these every year. We like to have fun here. We think it's fun to get in a costume and just not take ourselves too seriously. Like I said at the beginning, fuck you, Spick and Span. Fuck you, play the game. Wear some costumes, and I'll respect both you guys more. Just want to put that out there.
Come on, you guys have to do it at least once.
Yeah, gotta do it once. Come on, grow some balls. Be fun. Have some entertainment for the guys, for the fans. Cool guy of the week, Brandon. Who is our cool guy of the week for this week?
Sending it right now. So I've had this in the bank.
Is this
In
guy's
his
good.
bank.
So
Just put the fries in the bag, Donald Trump?
no, I don't know what that is. No, this is a news guy, weatherman,
Hash
Bob
sometimes.
Van Dillen, from Florida. Georgia. Sorry, he's in Atlanta, reporting this as like floods are going on and the hurricane. Forgetting which one it hit. And like Milton, yeah. There's
dude,
a car in the background and there's
Yeah.
someone yelling. There's a woman
Let him
yelling.
explain. Let him
Yelling for
explain.
help.
Yep, yelling for help, and he like turns around live on air, like, "Hey, we got you," and like turns like, "Hey, help is on the way," blah blah blah, and then like it cuts to him, he's like chest deep walking in this flood, holding this lady, rescued her from her car. It's like, hell yeah, cool guy of the
She's
week.
definitely not tall enough to walk in that water for sure.
No. Cool guy of the week for sure. You know he got laid that night too. So let's go. That's my guy. That's my bro. Cool
got
guy of the
his
week. Do we know
soul sucked out.
do we know his name? Do we know his name
Yeah,
actually?
Bob Van Dillen.
Bob
I
Van
thought you were about to
Dillen.
say Bob Vance, and I was going to lose my mind. But Bob Van Dillen, from the sidelines, cool guy of the week, and that's very fitting. A knight rescuing a damsel in distress. Lord Farquaad could never.
Merriman.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I send peons to go do that. Peasants.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
It's
what I
way
said.
more of a mermaid man kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's great, Pat. Or let's be real, Hatch Senior. You know, that's
I
what he
agree.
does.
Dude, he rescues so many chicks. I know.
Dude,
bro.
he slays puss.
Where
Let's
do
be
you
real.
think I got it from, bro?
Hatch Senior, rest in peace. All right,
Yeah.
code word of the week from Hatch. What is it gonna
Dude, fucking, I ain't got a Wumbo. You know what they say? Wumbo. He, she, me. Wumbo. So this code word of the week, Wumbo.
be? What? Hatch, I don't know what the fuck you just said.
Wumbo? You've never heard of Wumbo?
No, I know it's some reference from Mermaid Man. I just can't remember right now. Hatch, make a normal code word, please. Not something that's so hard to spell and no one wants to type. What?
If you can't spell Wumbo, you're crazy.
You're gonna
Spell
make me
the-
lose my mind, bro. You're
No.
gonna make me lose my mind.
Sound it out. Sound it out. Sound it
The
out.
one rule for code word of the week is we use normal words.
That's your generational. That is mine. My generation.
You
That
have
is a normal
broken me.
word. That's a normal word in my generation,
Brandon,
dude.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never heard anyone use wumbo.
Brando,
outside
yeah, I know for a fact
of-
you've heard Wumbo before.
He, she, me, Wombo. Never heard it in real life though. But
Never heard it in real life.
Thank
but-
you.
You know,
You still back me up on that.
you know,
It's not a slang term. Stop
Wombo-
making fetch a thing.
Wombo.
You've
or,
killed me, bro.
You know, what'd you say? Hatch Senior? The return. The return.
Return of the Mac one more time.
I like that song.
Return of
I actually
Mac.
like the acapella
All right,
version of that song.
Yeah, so if you text me Wumbo, I'm going to put a gun in my mouth and pull the trigger. So just know that. Love you, podcast audience. The code word of the week by our
Kurt Cobain cosplay.
our fucking retard that we got on staff here. His name's Stephen Hatch. We
talking
love
about,
him.
dude?
We couldn't do this show without him.
It's
He's been
Mermaid
here
Man.
since the beginning.
your son.
And God damn it, put a gun in my mouth. All right, let's get on out of here, boys. Remember to make sure you rate this show. It's been a blast. It's been a fun time. Again, we wear costumes. The other podcasts don't. So take a second out of your day. Rate us for free. It's great. You can do it real quickly on either Apple Podcasts or Spotify, or drop a like on YouTube. You can also subscribe to the show on all three of those platforms. Just going to give you a notification when the next one's live and ready to go. It's another thing. Help us out. Makes us look good. And, you know, it's free. You don't have to pay any money or anything. So we love that. Patreon.com/Mafia_Productions. That's where you can get access to bonus content as well as early versions of the show that are also ad-free. So, hey, it's a better way to listen to the show. If you like it, you want to listen to it every week on time, you got to check out the Patreon version at patreon.com/Mafia_Moffat. Also linked down below. We have the merch, xxvthelabel.com. They have all of our merchandise options up over there. We also have the link down for them as well. Just the quickest way to get to our collection on their website and see all the options we have. And then our sponsors, last but not least, we got Liquid IV. Love them. They're great. The hydration multiplier. We have it every week on the show from Brandon. But it's great. It's got awesome flavors. We love it. LiquidIV.com. Promo code Mafia_Moffat. Save yourself 20% and get free shipping. NECTR Energy. NECTR.energy. That's their website where you're going to get information about all their awesome products they have. Their energy and neurotropic products. They're making some great stuff over there. NECTR.com or NECTR.energy. Promo code MafiaProductions. All one word for a buy two, get one free. And last but not least, we got Welts Clothing, FTS, or promo code FTS over at Welts Clothing is going to save you, I think, 10% off at checkout. When you're grabbing some limited edition apparel, maybe some Welts Wednesday drops, whatever you want over there, FTS is going to save you some money while you're grabbing it. So shout out to Welts Clothing for their support for the show. WeltsClothing.com is where you can use that promo code. All right. Boys, that's it. It's another year down. I look forward to doing this with you guys again next year.
Every single year. For the rest of the time.
It's a blast. God, we're never gonna stop wearing costumes. I love it.
Nope.
We're different. We're built different. You know,
Assembled separately.
We're fun.
we commit to the bit harder than anyone else, and that's why this show is gonna succeed.
Yep, exactly. Next year, we're doing. You know, we should all do a character from Tropic Thunder.
I like that.
All right, dibs on Jack Black.
Dibs on not Robert Downey Jr.
I got dibs on Jack Black, so.
I'm just gonna be a dude playing another dude.
Another dude.
Oh.
Please, Brandon.
Hey,
Please show up with blue
if you
contacts.
don't do that, Brando.
You were Jewish face last year.
Yay.
There's no problem with that, but as soon
Yeah,
as you
my
add a little bit
mom's
of
1% Jewish.
dude, as soon as you add a little bit of
true.
color
He's
to
got
it, it's
some
bad.
blood.
Come on, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it's all right. We're good.
All right. Maybe I could be Danny McBride's character and just blow shit up the whole night.
Oh
Just
shit.
have like firecrackers. Just put a camera on my patio.
Tom
just throwing
Cruise's
them
We
out.
need
character.
a guest. Yeah, we need a guest to do the Tom Cruise.
Get J-Bo to do that
We
one.
need to get Tom Cruise.
Get Tom Cole to play Tom Cruise, dude. Oh shit.
Tommy would never do that, but I can get in touch with Tom Cruise's people. I think we'll see
Hell
what we
yeah.
can do. We'll see what we can do. Yeah.
Hell
It's definitely
yeah.
not going to happen, but I love your excitement. All right, well, boys, yeah, so episode 117, super spooky Halloween episode of From the Sidelines. It's been a blast. It's been a lot of fun. Now, I got to go and edit it. Fuck, I always hate this part. But my favorite part is done. The time where we talk as friends on the show and we make jokes and obscene, vulgar comments, and it's not always good, but people tune in and listen. We appreciate you guys for doing that. So for my two co-hosts, Brandon Brando Baird and Stephen Hatch, my name is Ryan Mafia Moffat. As I said, this has been episode 117 of From the Sidelines, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Brandon, do that thing you do, Brandon.
Bye.
Hatch, come on.
Bye.
Hatch. There you go. See you guys on the next one.